therapist.
Whoops, fuck that up. There we go, I'm back. Is that an A safe I hear?
It is.
Alright, we're just waiting for SK, not SK, we're just waiting for SF to finish doing whatever he's doing.
I'm right here.
Got you. Surprised Spider-Man 2 is still being talked about. I mean, it came out like this year on PC, if you think about it.
And 2 years, if you're talking plural.
I was gonna say, like, it's not that old, realistically. Cause I know I can go where no one's ever gone, and I'm not looking back.
I mean, you still have people talking about No Way Home when they came out 4 years
But
ago.
how will I know when I get there? And how will I know when to leave? We've all gotta start from somewhere, and it's right there for me. The possibilities are never ending. I see it, and now it's all within my reach. And this possibility, I see it now, it's always been inside of me, and now I feel so free, and there's possibility. Fucking love it. As fast as I could go, straight to the top, I know you'll see it. So please wake me up when I get there. It feels like I'm lost in a dream. I know in my heart that it's my time, and I already see the possibilities are never ending. I see it, and now it's all within my reach, and there's possibility. I see it now, it's always been inside of me, and now I feel so free, and there's possibility. I think Endless Possibility, His World, and I'm Here are like the top 3 Sonic songs. As far as main themes go, anyways. Like, they're the best 3. It's certainly this little chap's favourite song, considering that Unleashed Recompiled is his favourite game. I see it, and now it's all within my reach. I see it now, it's always been inside of me. I see it, and now it's all within my reach, and there's possibilities. I see it now, it's always been inside of me, and now I feel so free, and there's possibility. And there's possibility. And there's possibility. Right, anyway. Can't have too much of a good thing. Let's get this shit underway, shall we? No, endless possibility. We can't have any more of you. Can't have too much endless possibility. Can't have too much of a good thing. I'll tell you what we can have, though. We can have a Rift's theme in the background. We can bring back the classic theme song that I haven't actually had on the channel in quite a while. It'll be quiet, so... Yeah, I saw his Kino Flex video. Right. Oh, why is it skipped ahead? That's weird. Right, so if you ready?
I'm ready.
Right, I'll put it at a slightly faster speed. Just put it at 115% speed. Are we ready? Oh, I need to get my fucking face out of the way. The thumbnail is diabolical. Yeah, I had quite a lot of fun making the thumbnail, I'll be honest.
Okay, Kraven, say the thing.
Light the fires.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 had lots of excitement behind it after the successes of Marvel's Spider-Man...
I think it's too fast, I should slow it down a bit. I'm already struggling, my tired brain is already struggling to keep up. Right, can we do 105? Come on, you bastard. There we go.
PS4, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. The excellent voice actors are back, the score is amazing, so much really cool stuff in the game. However, the story is lacking compared to the prior two games, and I think our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man has a lot to answer for.
Are you
Yeah, that's fair.
talking to me? Yes.
Venom is often seen as the weakest...
Alright, so that was like a brief overview. Now I think we're starting things off with Venom, which is very interesting because... I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, because, like, the symbiote is, like, a massive part of the game. But it's like, I thought he would start with Peter and Miles, but, okay, we're working backwards. We're doing the villains, and then we will go on to the heroes. Let's begin.
link in the story, despite being one of the major selling points. To understand why Venom doesn't work, we'll have to talk about the symbiote plotline as a whole and how Harry's character is portrayed. Venom himself is a very shallow villain, despite being the main villain and a huge selling point of the story. His goals start and end with wanting to take over the world, and Harry is manipulated into thinking he's healing the world. Because of this, there's not much to unpack with Venom as a character. There's no interesting conversation Venom has with Spider-Man about his ideology, or with Harry himself. He's just treated as a puppet brought along for the symbiote's goals. On its face, this isn't necessarily non-functional, but it's a noticeable step down from the previous attempts Insomniac has made to develop their villains. They've generally been successful in creating layered antagonists.
Why would the city need me if it has you? It's good to have you here, SK. How you doing? I mean, he raises a good point. Yeah, it's like Harry's basically just a puppet along for the ride. And it's funny because prior to the stream, me and Asaf were actually talking in great detail about how we would fix the final battle in Spider-Man 2, which we will get into.
Actually erase most of the take over the world stuff.
Yeah, I'd honestly just get rid of the taking over the world thing. Like, it adds fuck all to the game, and it's just a Web of Shadows. Like, it's Web of Shadows 2.0. It's like, I just, I'll be honest, I really hate it when people do the symbiote, like, alien invasions. I really do. Like, I don't know, it just makes the symbiotes feel less special, in my opinion.
Yeah, like, it would be so much more rewarding. Like, SK, here's an idea. Instead of the symbiote enemy faction, imagine if it was Oscorp sending out a special task force filled with tech that would later become Goblin tech.
Like, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I think that the Sonyverse Venom films do this better. Where it's like, you don't just have Venom and then a load of fodder. You have, like, Venom, Riot, Carnage, Null. You have, like... It feels as though, like, most of the symbiotes in, like, the Sonyverse actually have character. But it's like, with this game, it's just... You have you have Venom, who's a nothing burger. And then you just have, like...
symbiote infantry. It's like, it's boring.
Challenge the ideals of the hero, and
you should do Insom versus Toby. Yeah, a lot of people have been requesting that actually. I might get off my ass and actually make that video.
Unique ways that we can only imagine these characters doing. Mr. Negative carried out a plan to destroy everything Norman cares about in a way where Norman would blame himself, so he's...
And the thing that's funny is I actually don't know who would win that fight. That's the thing.
And that's the thing. Like, even I'm up in the air.
Like, Toby versus Insom is actually very interesting of a fight. Because, like, you have people on both sides saying that they're Spidey's stomp. It's actually a very close fight between Toby and Insom.
Well, it's just like people want to say one side stomps the other because one has comic feats, one has better scaling. But it's like, in reality, their stats are actually almost dead even. Almost.
Yeah, it's very fascinating. Because, like, back before... When we had the old metas for the Insomniac verse, like, Toby stomped without any issues. Because, like, the highest you could get Yuri to was, like, large town level, maybe city level. But now, with, like, new feats for the Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2, it's very interesting. So yeah, Crisis's video on the topic was very interesting, but he was using the outdated metas, so making an updated video from yours truly with the new metas could actually be pretty interesting.
To experience the guilt and pain that Martin Lee did when he lost his parents as a child, fitting into the demon's idea of maintaining balance. As long as the anger consumed him, the temptations to become the demon grew stronger until he surrendered control to avenge his parents. Doc Ock shares a similar desire for revenge, but he's less honest about himself than Lee is. The story provides hints that Otto was never a good person, but rather he acted as one until he no longer had anything to gain from it. Everything was about himself, and he stopped caring to hide that once he had the power to enact the revenge that he always wanted to, and surpass those who ever dared to challenge him. His grand plan was more so focused on putting himself on a pedestal to slap down Norman, as opposed to punishing him out of a misplaced sense of justice. Both of these villains challenge Spider-Man's ideals, whether his...
Yeah, I agree. Again, like, I have nothing much to offer at the moment. Like, the villains in Spider-Man 1, on average, were way better. I think the only villain in Spider-Man 2 that was, like, possibly on the same level was Kraven, but I mean, well... I mean, he only has a 5-minute segment on Kraven, so either there's not much to talk about, or Kraven is one note. We'll find out. Also, the advanced suit looks fucking beautiful in this scene. Such a good shot.
Sense of justice is suitable and fair, or if it's too naive and unrealistic. In contrast, the Tinkerer is someone who tried to stand up against injustice the right way. She did everything she was supposed to do as a
SK, don't try gas up the Tinkerer. Just please don't.
Law-abiding citizen, but that only took her brother away from her. We're left with a desperate character who turns to crime and terrorism in order to force Roxxon to pay for their crimes. The question of what brings true justice becomes more difficult when we have a villain who tried to do this the right way, the way Spider-Man believes in, but got punished for doing so. While Peter's villains were previously mentors of his, Miles' villain was seen as a family member of his. There's a closer connection there, which makes it easier for Miles to reach and eventually reform his enemy, resulting in her choice to die to save Miles and all of Harlem. With Harry Osborn...
I appreciate you trying to, like, make Tinkerer a good villain, but she just wasn't. Like,
put it like this: if she listened for even a minute to Miles, she would have realized the whole plan was jacked up from the beginning.
Like, her death was very preventable, and like, I know that there's the argument of, oh, she already tried listening to Miles and it like backfired, but like, either way, like, I still think it's really frustrating how it happens in the fucking in the game.
Well, it's just because it's like, if she just took a second to listen or even pay attention to what was being said, even look on a screen of a computer just to re-look at the numbers, that's all it would have taken.
Hey, Anthony, thank you for the $1. Thank you.
Born as Venom, nothing about his...
Like, even Knuckles in Sonic 2, the character who is, like, the dumbass character, like, even he was smarter than Tinkerer.
Plan or...
Because when Sonic said turn around, he actually did.
goal feels personal to him, like with these other villains. Any generic villain could execute Venom's plan. Ultimately, the symbiote is using Harry as a puppet and lying to him about what they're going to do. So much that Harry is shown to be unaware of what's happening while the plan is being enacted. So it doesn't matter who's in the suit, as long as the symbiote gets to use them as a puppet. Venom already fails to be a compelling antagonist, and is too one-dimensional to fit as the main villain of the story. To make matters worse, Venom's problems extend beyond making him one-dimensional. The entire symbiote plotline, and I have proof.
But it's like, I actually agree, before you say anything, it's like, yeah, he's completely right. It's like, Harry is basically just a nothing burger of a villain. Because it's like, the villain is just the symbiote. It's like, with other symbiote with other, like, mediums that use, Venom, it's usually, like, the host and the symbiote that pose a threat. It's like, even in Spider-Man 3, they get this right, where it's like, it's not just the symbiote that's, like, unapologetically evil. It's like, no, Eddie Brock also hates Peter, and he's, you know, even in Spider-Man 3, I would argue they got this right. It's like...
Now, yeah, can I just say that the best way to fix Harry was to not make him a puppet, but to make it so that he actually on board with the symbiote's plan. Like, he actually condoned everything it was doing.
Like, you know,
the scene in Aunt May's house where he's like acting all sinistery. If Harry was that from beginning to end, there would be no problems with the symbiote's characterization. It just exacerbates the host's internal feelings to a negative degree.
But it's like Harry's basically just a good guy, even when he's bonded to the symbiote earlier in the plot. It's like he only like starts freaking out when like there's that scene with Peter and Norman. It's like,
yeah, I feel like that Harry should have had like a sinister side. Like, he shouldn't have been 100% good.
Well, that's part of the issue with Spider-Man 2. It's like basically all of the characters are just unapologetically good. It's like there's barely any. Kraven. It's like even Norman Osborn for like most of the plot. It's like you could argue he's like unapologetically good because it's like the game barely references the shit that he did in the first game. It's like if you were to play Spider-Man 2 like out of context, right? Like if you play Spider-Man 2 and you haven't played the first two games, would you unironically look at Norman Osborn and say, yeah, he's a great guy? Honestly, you could. Like, he does, because, like, Devil's Breath is barely mentioned in this game. Basically, I don't know, it's like, I think that's part of the issue with this universe in general, but I think it's at its worst with Spider-Man 2, where it's like, everyone's just a good person. There's no, like... I don't know. Well, it's like...
There's a problem with Insom is that every good villain they have is morally complex, and otherwise there's character... Like, I mean, when we look at, like, say, Hammerhead or Kraven, they're the only villains I can think of that are 100% evil.
In the first scene in PS4, you can tell Norman's a piece of shit. Yeah, like, he like, takes pleasure in ruining, like, Otto's, like, breakthrough. Yeah, like, you can tell he's a piece of shit, but, like, even in the PS4 game, it's like, you kind of get the idea of, okay, he's an asshole, but, like, he was, like, an asshole to create a cure for his son. It's like, he's kind of, like, complex. It's like in Spider-Man 2, he's basically just a good guy until the very end. It's like, no wonder Colin left you, had me dying. Yeah, I had great fun making that thumbnail, I won't lie.
Of this doesn't make it.
If you think I had fun making that thumbnail, I can't wait to make the Arachnid Youth response thumbnail. I'm gonna have a field day with that.
Any sense, to the point that the motivations and plans of the symbiote fail to maintain a consistent through line. This is applicable even before Venom coins his name, so we'll have to start at the very beginning. Very early on, Harry is wearing the symbiote, and he eventually discovers its abilities at Coney Island. He even becomes Agent...
Also, can we just ask a question? How the hell did it take Harry that long to discover he had the symbiote abilities? Like, I feel like he would have discovered that long ago.
Like, I mean, granted, he was just released, but yeah.
Well, no, but, like, from his perspective, it's like a self-learning exosuit from Dr. Connors. Like, did Connors just not explain to him how it worked? Like, even if they lied and were like, yeah, we invented this, it's like, did they not tell him how to use it? Or, like, how it might work? Did they not fabricate, a story to give Harry the illusion of control?
Not even a fake manual?
Yeah, they They didn't even write Harry a manual, just like, okay, this experimental shit that we have no idea how it works. Yeah, this is how we think it works. In case of emergency, don't break the glass, because there's no glass to break, because we made all of it up. Like, they don't do any of that.
Fight crime. He does nothing but try to make the right choices and help.
Every time I've tried making videos on Arachnid Life Utes, his goons flood my comments, so I just stopped trying. Maybe the problem is not that you're trying, the problem is that someone else needs to try for you.
When he can. So the question you're probably asking yourself is why Harry isn't being corrupted by the symbiote in the same way we see with Peter.
Anthony, I'm gonna give you a really good piece of advice, okay? Don't look at it as people are in your comment section to harass you. Look at it from the perspective of people are in your comment section boosting your video in the algorithm with their comments. There you go, problem solved.
Alongside Harry when he becomes Venom. Nobody can say for sure because the game never addresses this. Harry shows zero signs of corruption or any changes in
Say what you want about SK, I will always be better at Left 4 Dead 2 than him.
Personality. I've seen people speculate that
he will likely always have more subs and more views than me, and will likely always make better quality videos, but that is the one thing I have over him. That and the fact that I'm British.
Because the symbiote shows interest in Peter, the symbiote chose not to corrupt Harry. And while it's true the symbiote seems interested in Spider-Man, this comes with its...
Yeah, it's also really weird that it never once tries corrupting Harry, or Peter, for like most of the game.
Set of questions. Why is the symbiote interested in Spider-Man specifically? The most likely reason I can think of is that Spider-Man is powerful and can help the symbiote take over the world. If that's true, then why doesn't the symbiote simply direct Peter to the symbiote rock and use it to take over the world?
But like, the funny thing about that is that Peter isn't even the ideal host. Like, wouldn't someone at Oscorp who knows where the media is, wouldn't they be like an ideal host? Kinda makes sense to me.
Well, I think the point is that it doesn't matter where it is. It's more the fact, why doesn't it just immediately go search for the meteor the second it bonds to Peter?
Well, no, like, there's two problems. It's like, okay, so it bonds to Harry. Why doesn't it immediately just, like, take over Harry and look for the meteor? Or, why does it choose Peter specifically? It's like, why wouldn't you, like, choose Kraven, the guy who just killed Spider-Man? It's like, if you need to, like, and if you need to hitch a ride with Peter, why would you not, like, bond with Lizard or Kraven when you have the chance? Like, I don't know. It just comes across as, like, really odd. Like, that the symbiote is just all over the fucking place.
It really wouldn't be difficult to manipulate Peter into this, given his motivation to use the symbiote in the first place.
All I wanted was to save everyone! MJ!
Peter is currently...
Oh yeah, Peter wants to save everyone. That's why the symbiote nearly kills MJ in the tunnel. Like... Yeah. The symbiote's just manipulating the symbiote. That's totally what it's doing, right?
About Harry dying, he immediately wanted to separate himself from the suit to save Harry, so why not tell him that more symbiotes can be made to help Harry and cure people of diseases?
Venom has brain cancer. I know, right?
Peter agreed with Harry's ideal of wanting to
He's part of the 1/10th intelligence.
So there's no reason why Peter shouldn't be manipulated this way, the same way Harry was. The plan to take over the world should already have been successful by the time Peter bonded with the symbiote.
Also, is there actually a reason in the universe why the symbiotes are just multicolored? Like, are the symbiotes, like, more diversive than we are? Like, why are the symbiotes different colors? Is there, like, actually a reason for it, aside from gameplay?
Well, it's saying... They say that the color is based on the host. Like, for example, people who shoot guns are purple, people who are melee focused are the red kind, and, like, the orange ones, I think, are, like, healthy people, and the green people are, like, not so, like, fit people.
But it's like, I love the logic there. It's like, oh, you have one color for people who shoot guns. It's like, you may as well just, like, that's such... Assuming that is the case, that's such stupid reasoning. It's like, you may as well have just made it where it's like, okay, so green people are people with white skin, red people are ones with black skin, and then the pink ones are the gay people. It's like, you may as well have just done that at that point.
And was looking for a way to save Harry, but for some bizarre reason, the symbiote never brings this up to Peter. Another ideal time to do this would be when Miles is trying to...
I really like when he cuts to fucking Spider-Man 2099. I really love that. Like, that's like... I love it. It's amazing.
convince Peter to let go of the suit. If the symbiote simply brought up that Harry and everyone else could be healed by additional symbiotes, there really isn't much Miles could do to snap Peter out of it. You're not gonna convince a symbiote...
People say the game isn't woke. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Like, 2 black Spider-Men are fighting each other.
corrupted Peter not to use other symbiotes to save Harry alongside any other victims of deadly diseases. Instead of corrupting Peter in this manner, the symbiote seems more focused on getting Peter to kill his enemies and become more isolated from the world. The symbiote also makes Spider-Man incredibly reckless and
Hey, Tommy, it's okay, buddy, don't worry. Sir, madam. It's alright, don't worry, don't apologize about being late, just be happy that you're here at all.
in a manner that makes the city question if he's doing more harm than good. The symbiote even tries to murder MJ, which would definitely cause a rift between Peter and the symbiote despite its attempts
He said my name! I'm in his video.
Manipulate him. There's so much to say about this.
But yeah, he raises a good point. It's like, yeah, why, like, I think it's so convenient, like, I think it's so convenient that Peter is, like, asleep when this happens, and, like, he technically doesn't witness the symbiote doing this, but I think it's all the more convenient that MJ doesn't say anything. Like, she's basically just like, oh, the suit is changing you, oh, this, that, the other. It's like, no, scream into his face, say, you tried killing me whilst wearing the suit, and you don't even fucking remember. Like, why aren't you saying this? Like, it's so convenient.
Well, I'm just saying, she's a journalist, and you would think that when she had her phone in her pocket, acting as a light source, that it wouldn't also be recording what's happening. Imagine if we showed Peter recording of him acting berserk.
But it's like, I don't even think we need a recording. Like, just have MJ scream to his face, yeah, you tried killing me, and you don't even fucking remember it. Do you think that wouldn't, like, affect Peter? Like, the guy who's, like, traumatized because he couldn't save Aunt May, and he blames himself for it. Like, do you think that wouldn't, like, potentially snap him out of it? If you're wearing an America jacket? No, I'm wearing a Shadow the Hedgehog jumper. I'm not wearing an America jacket, like... Hell no. I'd rather be naked than wear that. Hey Jason, how you doing, buddy?
Already. What motivation does the symbiote have to kill these enemies? If we're supposed to believe the Rock will grant them access to mind-controlling symbiotes, then the symbiote shouldn't have to worry about any resistance. You can subdue any villain this way and have them obey the primary symbiote, and...
Game's racist, they made the black symbiote the villain.
Symbiote's interest in Spider-Man is because he's powerful, then why wouldn't this draw the same interest in controlling supervillains like Kraven? You know, someone who almost killed Spider-Man and would have succeeded without the symbiote. On top of this...
That's actually a really good point. Like, if Venom had bonded with Kraven, like, the Spider-Man would probably have been fucked. Like, it would have been all over. It's actually quite a good point when you think about it. And it's like, it could have... It could have... Like...
just compare Harry Venom, a crippled, like, regular human versus a dying superhuman.
But it's like, with Lizard, it kind of makes sense, because, like, Lizard's, like, a mindless monster, but yeah, it's like, why don't you bond with Kraven, or Tombstone? Like...
Why would the symbiote want to isolate Peter from his loved ones when this is what enables the symbiote to manipulate him? The death of Aunt May made him more willing to submit to the symbiote, so he would surely be less submissive if the symbiote is at fault for killing MJ. This would also make Spider-Man a public enemy if he's responsible for murdering a renowned journalist. They may not know the intentions of Spider-Man's actions, but at the same time, I don't know the intentions of an unattended fire hose, so I just do what I can not to be splashed. Imagine if this brought attention from-
It's like, it's also a good point in the game. It's like, you even have, like, the Danica podcast and, like, J. Jonah Jameson, like, make comments on, like, Peter's, like, new actions. And you also have MJ's report where it's like, yeah, he's acting like a fucking animal and causing property damage and stuff. So it's like, from a gameplay perspective, why is there no, like, additional enemy faction that's called in to deal with Spider-Man? It's like, in the first game, we had, like, the Sable units just because of what happened at City Hall. It's like, okay, I'm fairly certain a Spider-Man that's out of control we would need the fucking army. Like, we would need the National Guard or some shit. Like, I don't know. It kind of feels weird. So, like, even from a gameplay standpoint, it kind of feels out of place.
The Avengers, that one of the most active superheroes has turned on the city. I imagine...
Yeah, especially since, like, the Avengers and, like, the Fantastic Four, I think, like, and Doctor Strange, like, they all exist in this universe. It's like, fairly certain an out-of-control Spider-Man would, like, be a big problem. It's like, even No Way Home kind of portrayed this. It's like, yeah, they thought that Spider-Man killed a supervillain, and then, like, the whole world hated him, basically.
Well,
The symbiote's
there was actually a good reason because they thought Venom was Spider-Man at first.
Why? No. Why would they think that?
It says in the J. Jonah Jameson podcast and Danica, they thought that Venom was Spider-Man that killed Kraven.
Well, they don't though, because like even when Peter's wearing the black suit, they literally say, "Yeah, it's Spider-Man. That's like Spider-Man's new suit."
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, after Peter gets it off and Venom goes on his rampage, Peter wasn't seen throughout that entire time. People thought it was Peter until he showed up later.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, even if they thought it was Spider-Man at all, it's like, yeah, that would cause issues. Also, why, like, also, why was no faction called in when we knew it was Venom? It's like, it just comes across as, I don't know, just comes across as being really weird. It's like the whole world gets taken over by fucking aliens and, like, no one helps.
Well, I was just about to say, the reason the symbiote invasion doesn't work is because this is in a connected universe. You can't have the invasion without drawing attention for more than a day, which is probably why they only contained it within a day.
Well, that's the thing as well. It's like, okay, the symbiote invasion gets, like... The symbiote invasion happens. It's like Doctor Strange is just like, yeah, no. Just, like, instantly, like, Venom's just gone. Like... There's so much suspension of disbelief to make this story work.
Decision to not immediately leave Harry and bond with
like
Peter,
unironically, that scene from Ragnarok. All right, bye. Just flick of his wrist just sends the symbiotes away.
Wanting to is that it wants to find some kind of excuse to bond.
In Maximum Carnage, we had other heroes like Captain America help. Yeah, it's like I'm fairly certain if the world was ending, like, can we not get like Captain America, the Thing? Like, can we not get those guys at least?
Well,
like,
yeah, it's just like this symbiote invasion, if it lasted any longer, it should have, like, ugh.
It's like, imagine if Franklin Richards existed in this universe. Like, could you imagine how quickly it would all be over if, like, Franklin just, like, sneezed? Which is possible. The Fantastic Four exist. Franklin Richards could also exist. It's like, imagine if it was like the MCU and Captain Marvel existed, and she was like miles away, but like she comes to Earth and just like blitzes Venom.
At the very least, Web of Shadow gave like a time frame. It was 4 days since the invasion happened, and they give explanation of where everyone else is.
Yeah, it's like I don't really like Web of Shadows much, because I don't really like symbiote alien invasion storylines, but at the very least they mention the other characters, and as you say, they give like context as to what the characters are doing.
Yeah, like he asks, where's Stark? Stark's unavailable. Mr. Fantastic, he's out in another galaxy. Like, shit, everyone's gone.
Yeah, and then he refuses to help so he can go on his vacation. Oh wait, no.
With Peter, which Peter's almost death sufficed
Yeah, wrong Spider-Man, my bad.
So, the symbiote must have basic self-awareness for how its actions could be seen. After all, that's the basis for effective manipulation. So the symbiote not accounting for how murdering someone could backfire is baffling to me, especially since this would interfere with its plan to take over the world. Not to mention that the symbiote makes Peter not want to save Miles. His mom needs to pressure Peter into prioritizing Miles.
Peter, where is Miles? He didn't come home last night, and he's not answering my call. Hello? I'm at my office. Tell him to come see me. Now.
Why can't anyone take care of themselves?
So, how did the symbiote manipulate Peter again?
All I wanted was to save everyone. MJ.
Yeah, all I wanted to do was save everyone. Meanwhile, grr, why can't people save themselves? My god. And those two scenes are like 15 minutes apart from each other as well. That's amazing.
Yeah, that sounds so wrong.
Why can't people save themselves? All I wanted was to save everyone. Why did he have to be gay? All I wanted was to be gay. It's like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, man, it's ridiculous.
Everything surrounding the symbiote by this point.
Also, I'm gonna be completely honest. If Peter is like in full asshole mode and he literally looks like a fucking skeleton right now, it's like I'm fairly certain he would lash out at Rhea. Like he would.
I don't even know why Rhea would even call him there if she knew this.
Wait,
like,
why is that's actually
slowly walking out of the.
That's actually a really good point when you think about it. Yeah, Spider-Man's going out of control, causing property damage. Yeah, let's get him in an enclosed space with no backup, and it's just me and him. Like, fantastic. You may as well just bend over and present your ass to him, like he could kill you. From your perspective.
Yeah, it's like, even if she didn't know, the second she sees that, she should be not standing her ground. She should just be, like, you know how she's like, go help him?
Like at the very least, MJ had a taser. Like, sure, it would probably do fucking nothing, but at the very least, she had a weapon. Rio, it's just like, yeah, the power of, like, black woman, I guess. The power of single mums is just gonna disable Peter. It's like... My entire plan rests on Peter seeing me as Aunt May. What was her plan if Peter just took her head off with one punch? Like, what?
Not even that, the flick with his finger.
And the thing that's so stupid about this is that Peter doesn't even do it. Like Rio is like being, like, all, like, angry and like, Peter, like, snaps at her once and then she's just like, he's my son, you go get him. It's like...
Imagine how bad it would be if he actually broke Rio's arm. Well, I know that happened in the Miles Morales game, but imagine if he like, broke one of her legs on accident.
Yeah, he punches her so hard, she turns into Rio the bird. It's like... Like, what is her plan in this situation? He's in the chat? Wait, what? Who's in the chat? SK's in the chat. Yeah, I know SK's in the chat. SK's been chilling.
None of it's...
It's so silly when you think about that. Like, like, you may as well have just locked yourself in a room with Hammerhead.
Decisions make sense with its motivations. This is half of who Venom is, and it already doesn't work. The other half relies on Harry, and his drive to heal the world is what allows him to be manipulated. Before he bonds with the symbiote, his friendship with Peter starts to drift. He believes that Peter was going to let him die.
Can I just ask? I know this is a nitpick. I know this is a nitpick, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So, like, Oscorp Tower is, like, the tallest building in the city, right? Or one of the tallest.
Before he bonds with the symbiote, his friendship with Peter
What the fuck is he swinging on right now? Isn't this building, like, the tallest in the city? What is he swinging on?
No. He's by Oscorp. Like, he's in Norman's apartment complex. It's not in Oscorp Tower.
Oh, is it not? Oh, I thought it was... Okay, fair enough. I was gonna say, like, he is swinging on God's balls right now. Like, there's nothing else in the sky.
Starts to drift. He believes that Peter was going
to...
Well,
no. You're wrong. Look. Like, they're higher up than, like, all of the high-rises. No, like, no.
Well, look at the actual building in-game, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, but like, if that's the case, then this is geographically fucked, because look how high up they are.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he never gave him
Like, what? Even Harry Osborn's house is assassinated in this story.
Put it like this.
They assassinated the Hound of the fucking building. That's amazing. I love this game. This game's a 10 out of 10, I don't care.
No, I just checked the... So, they're right by Avengers Tower.
Yeah, like...
Avengers Tower is literally next to the fucking plane.
I'm gonna do an Andrew Garfield laugh. They literally character assassinated the fucking building. That's amazing. Oh, everyone's wrong. Like, this game's amazing.
In the wrong way. Like, that's even worse. I'm looking the other way. There's no buildings that high, other than Avengers Tower, which is in the opposite direction.
Oh, fucking up. Nah, this is amazing.
But the drama starts to feel artificial once you realize that Peter is being controlled by the symbiote, and Harry knows this. He's there when MJ tells Peter this, and he presumably...
See, as well, there's, like, tiny details as well that don't make sense. So it's like, one thing that I really liked in Spectacular Spider-Man is... Like, you know that scene when, like, Peter, like, bonds with the symbiote from under his bed, and then he reaches for the web shooters, and he's like, oh, wait, no, I don't need the web shooters, the suit can do it already. It's like, I think it's kind of stupid, the idea of, okay, Peter's, like, supposed to be addicted to the suit, yet he still wears, like, the wristbands that, like, he attaches his web shooters from. It's like, I think it would have made more sense if, like, they got rid of the wristbands. Since, like, also, they basically just serve no function if he's not wearing the web shooters.
Also, I have a solution to not make Peter get dog-walked by Venom. Have it so that when he loses the symbiote suit...
Well, hang on. I think there's, like, an entire section on power scaling, so we'll save that one.
Yeah,
no.
Stop it. That's not what I was referring. Have it so that he's naked or in his undies when he removes the suit. He has to go back home and rest because of the fight, because of what the symbiote did to him and the fight with Miles. That gets him away from Venom, and Miles brings the symbiote to Connors, and that basically, like, fixes the entire thing on why he's, like, you know, doesn't have his suit or anything. Or even the fatigue later.
He must know that Peter isn't acting himself because an alien is controlling his thoughts. With this knowledge, I imagine he'd want to get the symbiote off him using the many resources he has. Although he'd have more reason to do this if he did blame Peter for his actions, he still has reason to try this now, considering he would want his friend back, and his other friend almost got killed by Peter. So how could he pull this off? Well, for starters, tell Norman about this. They could work together to set a trap for Peter, knowing his weaknesses to sound. This would also make it easier to remove the symbiote by force, and if MJ believes that the symbiote is controlling Peter, she would be willing to help Harry.
Well, that's the thing, it's like, they basically say all this shit, and like, Harry's there, and yet he's still just like, nah, Peter's an asshole. It's like, he doesn't even acknowledge, like, the symbiote is potentially making him act out of character. It's like, they don't even, like...
Also, can we just mention, Harry still doesn't know it's an alien, I don't think. Or at least MJ knows, but she doesn't, but we don't never
Yeah,
see
it's like,
her
she never says, yeah, this is, you're wearing a fucking alien, like, and you nearly killed me. It's like, she never says that.
Well, it's just like, Harry should be told this by MJ.
Anthony, are you just like trying to pick a fight with everyone? You got in touch with Synthetic Man and you're trying to schedule a debate with him. Like, are you just trying to pick a fight with everyone on the internet? Like, what is going on? I wish the whole game was a free-for-all between Venom, Spider-Man, and Kraven. I mean, that could have been interesting, but...
Force the symbiote off by setting a trap for Peter. So, already, his reasons to hate Peter seem very flimsy, and he barely puts in an effort to get Peter to lose the symbiote and help save his own life. After Peter removes the symbiote, he goes to Oscorp with the intent to destroy it.
I always love it when Peter takes the black suit off and has the red and blue underneath. Perfect symbolism. Chat, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer if he has the red and blue under the costume, or do you prefer it if he's just, like, shirtless? I'll be honest,
I don't care either way. I just think for the story, he should have been undies, considering.
I'll be honest, I kind of prefer it if he's not wearing the red and blue underneath. Because, like, it feels as though, like, if anything, I think that matches the symbolism better. Because it's like, okay, what makes me Spider-Man? It's not the powers, it's not the abilities, it's the man underneath.
It's not even the gadget.
Yeah.
It's not even the gadget.
Yeah, and it's not the costume either. It's like, what makes me Spider-Man? The person. So in my opinion, the only thing that should be under the black suit is the person when he removes it. I think that makes the most sense. Because like, even Spectacular Spider-Man like did this, where they were like, oh yeah, anyone can wear the costume. It's like, yeah, Flash wore the costume, and like the media thought he was Spider-Man. It's
yeah,
like,
and the more I think about it, Spectacular has this editing problem. Like, you know, when he first takes off the suit, it's just him underneath, but then later it's his actual costume. While I know that's for the symbolism, so to speak, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's better if it's just Peter underneath, because it's like, okay, he is who Spider-Man is. It's like, everything else is like superficial. But anyways.
At that point, his anger towards Peter makes more sense because he's out of the suit and he's about to destroy the one thing that Harry believes will save him. He becomes Venom.
I promise I'm not gay, like... Yeah, what's better? Peter in his underwear or Peter in his costume? Oh yeah, Peter in his underwear is better.
Attacking Oscorp security in very...
Oh yeah, he's gonna... SK is totally gonna mention how fucking Harry was able to break an Oscorp container and somehow blitz Spider-Man.
Lethal ways. He seems to just be going all out, and he shows Kraven that same energy and eventually kills him. This leads Harry to show remorse and reflect on what he's done.
What did I just do?
Well, that's the thing as well. It's like, if it kind of begs the question. It's like, how is Peter able to, like, resist the symbiote's influence against Kraven, but like as soon as it bonds to Harry, it just goes on a killing spree. It's like
the only explanation I come up with is just because Peter's mental fortitude and experience dealing with harsh shit over the years as Spider-Man is like made it so. Otherwise, it's like Harry has none of that.
Well, yeah, but it's like I don't even think you can make that argument, because it's like earlier in the game when he was bonded to the symbiote, it's like it didn't make him. Like, he was holding back, he wasn't going all out. I don't know, it just comes across as out of... It just comes out of nowhere. It's like, why is he all of a sudden big angry monster?
The only other reason I can think of is it got stronger after bonding with Peter. So when it went back to Harry, it, like, had more hands on the steering wheel.
But it's like, it just comes out of nowhere. It's like, okay, so when he's bonded with Harry, he's like Harry with superpowers. It's like, okay, when he's bonded with Peter, he's like angry Peter with better superpowers. And then when he bonds with Harry again, he's suddenly Hulk doing blackface. Like, it just comes out of nowhere. Like, one of these things is not like the other.
Like the simplest explanation.
The symbiote just does whatever the fuck it wants. It changes its mind like a girl changes clothes. Like, what is going on?
or as they would say, from something that makes you look like a tuxedo to a big fucking gremlin motherfucker.
Like, at this point, like, it's so out of character to the point where if it was to leave Harry and bond with Rhea, and, like, the symbiote's goal was to open an Ann Summers store, it's like, yeah, it'd probably be in character for the symbiote to do that. Because it just changes its mind about shit all the time.
Again, I said this to you before, Rich, when we were talking, but it's like Insomniac thinks that, like, makes the assumption that we already know how the symbiote works when it bonds to Spider-Man and simulates his powers, and that's why Eddie Brock or anyone who gets the Venom symbiote is as strong or stronger with Spider-Man with similar powers. But it's like in the game, they never say that. It's almost like they assume we already know it.
Hey, Malik, how you doing, buddy?
It's really strange how Harry
But it's
never
just
felt
like
this
that's the problem with
regret for murdering the Oscorp security
get-
guards that weren't even trying to kill him, but he immediately does after killing a supervillain that was constantly causing him problems. Did Harry have nothing to say about the symbiote body slamming these guards and risking civilian casualties on the street, despite wanting to heal the world? And the symbiote addresses this concern by saying they're going to heal everyone and turn everyone into violent monsters that attack people, and this somehow convinces him.
You're not.
Well, yeah, because, like, if everyone's violent, then no one's violent. It's the it's the syndrome mentality. If everyone's evil, no one will be. Hulk doing blackface.
This line...
He's not Venom. He's not. Nope.
Proof of
Who's
this
shinier,
doesn't
like Luther or Venom's form?
Yeah, he's
shinier.
He's basically just Black Hulk with Omega Red tendrils. Like, he's not Venom.
even work for this character. Now, the reason this works in the comics and prior adaptations is because their motivations and upbringing align with this new identity that Eddie and the symbiote have established. Venom is a reflection of Eddie's vengefulness after feeling he was wronged by Spider-Man.
From now on, we're poison to you, Spider-Man. That's why we call ourselves Venom.
From now on, we're poison to Peter Parker
Scene does not contain a lap dance cliche.
and Spider-Man. We're Venom!
We're going to heal the world. That's why we call ourselves Venom? You see why this is
Yeah, we're gonna heal the world. That's why we're calling ourselves literal poison. Like,
yeah, what would be better is to say the Spider-Man named him Venom.
like aside from calling yourself COVID-19, there is possibly nothing worse to call yourself. Like,
or Devil's Breath.
I am bubonic plague. Like,
Also, what is it? Like,
I am a PlayStation-owned character. Therefore, I am the Cordyceps virus. Like, why would you call yourself Venom? It makes no sense. You may as well have called yourself Penicillin or something like that. Like,
I'm just thinking, Norman
makes
has
no sense.
Like, Norman chooses weird stuff to give to his son to save him. Devil's Breath, something that's supposed to cure everyone, but could kill everyone. Then you give him an alien that calls itself Venom. Sounds like you're not getting the right antidote here.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going about this the wrong way. It's like, we're gonna get Spider-Man 3 is gonna come out, and the G serum doesn't actually stand for Green Goblin, it stands for G-Spot serum. It's like, oh great, well done Norman, dickhead, how's that supposed to help you?
work with this version? MJ is then turned into Scream, and Venom just leaves Spider-Man there to deal with this. I don't know why his first target isn't the two Spider-Men, since they have information on what weakens the symbiotes and could easily utilize it in battle. Anyone with dangerous information like this should be Venom's first targets. It shouldn't take long for Venom to track either of them down and infect them with the symbiote, and by the end, Venom should know
My goal is to kill people, so my name is Savior. I know, right? It's amazing. Like, I think it speaks volumes as to how fucked this is when Carnage, a character who literally isn't even in the damn game, his name makes more sense. Like, that's how you know that something's really wrong. The character from the cancelled DLC, his name makes more sense.
Scream is down due to the hive mind, so why not give MJ another symbiote until Peter quits? Later, we see Venom getting mad at Norman's—
Also, it kind of begs the question, like, if Venom can just, like, spawn, if Venom can just turn MJ into Scream, why doesn't he just, like, corrupt other people in the neighborhood whilst Peter's fighting Scream?
Well, that's another thing. So pause it. What really bothers me is how does Venom not make more symbiotes like Scream, which are considered full-fledged symbiotes? Yet he resides to only make the drones.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, he's basically Genghis Khan when it comes to making the drones, but he's fucking useless at making other people symbiotes. Like,
Yeah.
why would you not just make Norman a symbiote right now? It's like, that's like your end goal anyways, and he's like right there shitting himself. Like, yeah, just make him a symbiote.
It just pisses me off because it's like, okay, on one hand, you give some people actual symbiotes, like full-fledged, and then the rest drones. Okay, what's like, there's no excuse not to do it. Like, there's no given reason.
Accept him, so much that he tosses him away in anger, nearly killing him. We learn that he's at Connors' lab to obtain the other part of the rock to assemble it into one.
Yeah, I'm here to heal the world. That's why the guy with one arm, I'm gonna ignore him and not heal him.
So, he tries to force Connors into helping him. I don't know why any of this is necessary if Venom could just infect people with symbiotes. Norman would accept Harry if he was wearing a symbiote, and Dr. Connors would give him whatever he needed if he was wearing a symbiote. The entire point of infecting all of these people is so they agree with his ideas. I guess Harry would rather kill his father than try to get him on board with his plan, when from his perspective, he has done nothing but try to help him, and Harry couldn't have gotten the symbiote without Norman. Now, if we recall earlier, Harry was left under the impression that Peter was going to let him die. That's what motivated his father.
I'm the weakest person on the planet, so I'll call myself Metagross, or Power Gross, sorry.
Anger towards Peter. Peter is still trying to remove the symbiote from him, which he believes will kill him.
Well, that's the thing. He summed it up perfectly. Like, Harry's just a puppet. Like Harry, like when Venom bonds with Harry, like Harry just disappears until like the very end of the game. It's like he sounds like Harry, but it's really just Venom talking.
Well, it's just like there's no, like, it makes no sense because even if you wanted to say it's a corrupted version of Harry, that would still be the symbiote.
Yeah, it's like like Harry himself is just like a nothing burger once he becomes Venom.
I saved your life.
Well, it's like that's what ruins that's what ruins the complexity of Venom.
I still hate this part of the game. Like, I'm in the camp of people that think Peter was not nerfed, but it's like, how the fuck is he able to damage that container?
SK brings it up later in the power scaling.
He's
section.
like, he's a cross between Ron Weasley and Joe Biden. How is he able to damage that fucking thing?
Do you want me to die?
I finally have the power to realize our vision. Are you giving up on me?
Also, I think it's kind of stupid that Peter wore black when he was bonded to the symbiote, yet he's still got a white shirt on underneath.
But it's
like, I understand that Venom is like black and white, but it's like, I think it would be better if he was just all black.
Listen to this.
He switches up on this and decides that he can't finish his mission without Peter by his side.
We can give that gift to everyone. But we need you with us, Pete. This is where we became best friends.
Yeah, it is.
Also, I find it really stupid that Venom never once comments on anti-Venom. Like, it's as if, like, he doesn't, like, honestly, remove anti-Venom from this scene, what changes? Nothing. Venom still wants to corrupt Peter. It's like, it's as if anti-Venom doesn't exist. Like, like, he doesn't even look at Pete and he's like, oh, cool new threads, or anything like that. It's like, he doesn't comment on Peter's new suit at all.
But what really bothers me is it's like, our gift will finally be yours as Peter has anti-venom on. You would think that he would think, oh, you have a symbiote, so you agree with me. Like, you're basically as strong or could kill me with that thing.
That's like,
you're proving.
It's like Venom just. It's like even Venom just doesn't acknowledge it. Like, even if he doesn't know what it is, which is possible because obviously it was like a result of Mr. Negative's powers, which Venom has like no interactions with Negative.
It looked like a symbiote. Like, I don't care if Venom.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, even if you want to make the argument that he has no knowledge of anti-Venom specifically, it's like, surely he would recognize that it was a piece of him, or it used to be a piece of him. Like, he just doesn't comment on it at all. It's so weird.
Like, this is something where
Venom would have to know when Peter uses it. Yeah, like, Peter's, like, whipping out tendrils and all sorts of shit. Not referring to his penis when I say that. It's like, he would know. Like, but he doesn't comment at all. It's like, you could replace anti-Venom with the red and blues and just nothing changes. It's like he still wants to corrupt Peter. Like, how good would it be if, like anti-Venom was, like, trying to, like, Peter being bonded with anti-Venom, like, subconsciously was, like, tempting him to join Venom's side. Like, it would be like that would actually make... That could actually be quite cool, I've just realized. Because, like, the whole point of symbiotes is, like, with the whole, like, addiction, it's like, yeah, you could do that. It's like, okay, you have the power to vanquish Venom, but if you're not careful, you'll end up joining Venom. It's like, yeah, that could work.
Also, think of it like this. Imagine if he had to lose Anti-Venom in the attempt to kill Venom. Like, yeah, this thing can kill you, but if I do it to kill you, then I lose it. Basically, he would give up the power he's got.
Apparently, Venom lost 90% of his voice lines. It makes him feel like he has an aneurysm, making him stupid. Yeah, I believe that.
We'll become brothers.
Why does he want to become brothers with someone he believes betrayed
also,
him and was willing to
realize something positive. So, you know, every time when Peter uses the anti-venom to, like, hurt Venom, I'm just asking myself, why doesn't he just chuck out, like, if you were to have Peter in the Reds and Blues and chuck out the same sonic grenades, I think nothing changes. Because it's like, we know Peter's not using the full effect of anti-venom to kill him. So it's like, yeah, you practically could remove anti-venom.
Is anti-venom a symbiote? Yeah, it is.
It's just not a...
Yeah, it's literally just it is a symbiote. It came from Venom. Like, yeah, anti-venom is a symbiote. And Venom would be aware of that. But it's like, he doesn't comment on it at all. Like, it's so weird.
Like, Peter says it's one-to-one with the black suit, just with none of the drawbacks.
Writing an interpersonal drama where Harry feels betrayed by Peter, only for him to randomly forgive him and act as if his mission isn't complete without becoming brothers with him. How does that make any sense? What really should be happening is that Harry doesn't think Peter is his bro anymore, so he acts resentful and spiteful.
Don't do this, bro! We're not brothers!
You abandoned us while we were fighting for our lives.
I was trying to save you!
Feel like that to us.
Then why did you want him on your team so badly? Why is he your brother?
Yeah, it's like, grr, you abandoned us. Also, please be our friend. Grr, you abandoned us. Also, please help us beat the new COD campaign. Like, just comes... It's so contradictory.
Well, it's just like, the more you think about it, it's like these lines just seem like... I even agree that some of these lines should not be back together. It's like there's a lot of stuff in between.
But like the only explanation you could come up with is maybe like it's Harry that's accusing Peter of shit, which there's no proof of. Or Venom is like using Harry's memories to try fuck with Peter, which again there's no proof of. So it's like it just doesn't work.
And then the symbiote's just basically throwing shit that makes no sense at him.
Yeah, Venom's just like pulling random facts out of his brain. It's like, fuck you, Peter. You didn't buy me McDonald's that one time. Also, please be our friend. It's like why?
Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing.
He's just pulling random bits of information out of his ass just to fuck with Peter. It's like, why?
Apparently, Harry was willing to almost kill his dad for rejecting him.
I wonder what Venom's reaction would be if Peter was to do that to him. Like, how Spider-Man quips. Like, if Venom's just like, oh, you abandoned us, and Peter's just like, oh yeah, well, you're black. So I wonder what Venom's reaction would be. Like, genuinely.
Well, I was gonna say, you were technically... Like, just something to basically roast the fact he's an alien.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, Venom, that's the best you got. I'll stick with the red, torn, and blue. Or in this case, the white and black. Which wouldn't actually make sense, because he's black and white, but anyway.
Despite also rejecting him.
We've never been good enough for you, or Dad.
This idea was never developed in the series of games.
But it's like, it would have been cool as well if Peter actually tried calling Venom out for that. And if he was, like, to try piss off Harry to, like... So he's like, yeah, you're never gonna be worthy of your dad's attention, looking like a monster. It's like, Peter doesn't do that, he's just apologizing the whole fucking time. Even though, like, Harry becoming bonded... Granted, Harry becoming bonded to Venom is Peter's fault. Like, he should have 100% prevented that from happening. But, like, everything else isn't Peter's fault. I don't know why Venom's like...
Well, it's just like, you know how Peter sees Harry, like, is not in control? Like, why can't he just come to the conclusion, I just have to mess with the symbiote, not Harry, because I know Harry's on the steering wheel.
But it's like, chat, since we're talking about the final battle, I want to talk about, like, how I would have rewrote the final battle. Okay, so we're gonna go full screen for this, because we're gonna, like, we're gonna have, like, some, we're gonna have a little one-to-one, okay? rate this idea out of 10, okay? So this is what me and Asaf were talking about. Imagine if the final boss was like how it was in the trailer, where it's like Peter and Venom and Miles are fighting in the streets, okay? Phase 1. Peter is holding back, it's just Peter versus Venom, there's no anti-Venom, and he's trying to reason with Venom to appeal to Harry, okay? Phase 2 begins with Venom nearly killing Peter, and Miles saves him, like he does in the trailer. Like, he's invisible on Venom's back, and then it basically begins how the trailer ends, where Peter and Miles fight Venom, but they're both holding back still. Important to note. Phase 3 begins with Peter being trapped under rubble, Venom one-shots Miles, gets him out of the picture, and then you get bloodlusted Peter versus Venom, but without the symbiote. Out of
his own version of the rage state. Like,
out of 10, would you have preferred that out of 10? Like, there's no symbiote, you just get bloodlusted Spider-Man versus Venom. It would have worked, because there is evidence in the game that Peter has repressed anger. We see it at the start of the game in his interaction with Miles. And it would make sense. There is evidence in the game. Peter has anger issues. If he sees Miles get one shot, we finally get to play as bloodlusted Peter Parker. And for that fight only, Symbiote Surge is useful for base Peter, where he every single one of his punches has like massive damage.
There is no anti-Venom. This is base Peter.
Base Peter, no symbiote. Like, and the fight ends with Peter just laying into Venom, like how Tom does in No Way Home with Goblin. And and the fight ends with Peter trying to tear Venom's head open to see Harry one last time, but Miles stops him because he recognized that Peter could have lost control earlier in the game, and now he's losing control even without the symbiote. And Miles just hands him a stun grenade, or a sonic grenade, and they separate Venom from Harry that way.
Just the idea that Peter, in this instance, even if Venom was stronger than both of them combined, it's more of the sense Venom was caught off guard on how vicious Peter can be in this state.
We should have got, like, yeah, that street fight was goated. We should have got that. But anyway.
Yeah, like, that should have been the game. No symbiote invasion, no anti-Venom, no amped up Venom with you know...
If SK is still in the chat, I'm curious to hear what he thinks of that idea.
With Norman Osborn, he truly cared about Harry and fought
level that's
relentlessly
more
to save him.
raw.
He took the biggest risks to save him, hence the creation of Devil's Breath. And every single time Norman was on screen with Harry, he showed nothing but love towards him. There's not a single scene where he shows genuine neglect towards Harry, so this line comes out of nowhere and relies on remembering...
Yeah, it's like Norman in this game is like the perfect dad. It's like, and Harry just hates Norman for some reason.
Other adaptations that actually put the legwork to develop this deep-rooted envy comes from nowhere. The most you can possibly reference is the fact that Harry saw Norman hugging Peter, but that's not showing neglect towards Harry. If Norman also cares about Peter, then he's...
Yeah, my son is neglecting me whilst also trying to cure my terminal illness. Wow. He's really, like... he's neglecting me, guys.
Going to show love towards him as well.
Feels like
this doesn't...
Yeah, it's like... God.
Doesn't show him neglecting Harry. Beforehand, Norman was trying to save Harry and got frustrated when his attempts were failing. These moments of Harry voicing his...
I hope in the third game there's no anti-Goblin suit. Right, I think it should just be anti-Venom or base Peter. Like...
Base Peter. We should just have Peter fight his villains in the suit Insomniac has promoted, yet never uses in a final battle yet.
But it's like, I don't mind the idea of them using anti-Venom, because, like, I mean, you've given it to him, it'd be good if he could keep it. It's like, I'd prefer it if, like, he doesn't get something else, though. Like, if it's either anti-Venom or his, like, normal red and blue and white, I'd be happy with that.
Well, like, I just don't want anti-Venom to be a part, because it makes everything else irrelevant, because Peter's just too strong now until he loses it.
Aside from Spider-Man being bloodlusted, he could kill Harry if he's not careful. Well, I mean, yeah, but look at, like, Renew Your Vows, for example. It's like, he's, like, perfectly okay with killing Brock if it means stopping Venom. It's like, I think...
Yeah, like, if you want to show the clips I sent you of Renew Your Vows, that's what we should have gotten in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it's like... I feel like Peter would probably have, some idea that he wouldn't kill, he wouldn't be able to kill Venom. He'd just be able to, like...
Past frustrations...
Like... hold him off or like maybe catch him off guard, because Venom wouldn't be expecting Peter to go all out.
Yeah,
because obviously Venom had bonded with Peter, and he would know that Peter doesn't go all out. So
well,
could catch Venom off guard.
Yeah, it's like Venom should always be above Spider-Man, but it would be nice to see Peter actually let loose, because that's something that can actually ward off Venom.
But that's the thing. It's like, say for example, Venom was like legitimately shocked that Peter was going all out. Venom like grabs his hand and he's like, "Peter, stop!" And like Peter just uses his other hand to just keep hitting him. It's like,
or it's like he's using such aggressive moves, like kicking him, headbutting him, trying to dislocate his arm, like
superplexing him, like throwing him up into the air and then webbing him into the concrete, like
using the spider arms, even like just trying to stab Venom multiple times.
If we don't see anything,
lifting up a car and like burying it, like hitting it, or even doing like what Peter did in the 90s show, where it's like he tries crushing Rhino under that big fucking like steel plate.
He throws a car at Venom. Venom breaks it. Peter's like as he breaks the car, ripping it apart. Peter's right there, giving him a good shot in the face.
In his scenes to support this, there were never any hints in the story that Harry could actually turn to villainy based on personal grievances. This was done much better in the first game, where we see hints of Otto's rage building over time, alongside his willingness.
Since the DLC was cancelled, I don't know if we'll even get Carnage anymore.
We don't know yet.
We could get Carnage in Spider-Man 3. Like, I don't think they would, like, cut all of that content. Unless they do. Maybe Carnage could be, like, the final boss of, like, the actual Insomniac verse. Maybe it could be, like, a massive DLC pack for Spider-Man 3. I don't know.
To cross lines, such as showing his constant anger towards Norman every time they interact. We actually see Norman screwing him over, and the direct consequences of this. We never see Norman acting neglectful of Harry or telling him that he isn't good enough. We actually hear Otto talk about the City Hall bombing, and comment on how it may have been a good thing to wake up Osborn's supporters. We have so much to work with to support Otto's turn, yet we have basically nothing with Harry.
The meteorite. You took it from us.
Yeah, he took it from you after you showed him a vision of where the location is. Did you not expect him to do anything with that information? Why are you surprised that he tried something like this?
Good point.
Earlier, Peter baited Venom out of the cave so the rock was exposed, when Miles easily
It's like if you leave like it's like if you open a tin of dog food and you hold it, you put it in front of a dog. It's just like, I'm gonna go for an hour, you better not eat any. It's like, yeah, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen?
Arrived to help steal the rock, setting aside how dumb it was for Venom.
Venom's such a dumbass in this game. My god, I'm realizing it more and more by the minute.
Steal this and not expect Peter to act on it.
Strategic thinking.
Yeah, this is Venom right now when Peter steals the rock. Just like, well, fuck. Like,
he should already know anyway, because Miles and MJ showed up to attack the symbiotes. If they're connected through the hive mind, Venom should already know there's an attempt to steal the rock. This gets Venom so mad that he randomly grows wings out of his back and flies away very easily, as if he doesn't.
I want to address something. Because people seem to make it under the assumption that Venom pulling this out of nowhere makes no sense. It's stated Venom's amped by the meteorite the second he gets it. The problem I have with it is that there's no inclination up until this moment.
But it's like that's the thing. It's like I kind of the only justification I have for him growing wings is because like he's mimicking like the web wings. But it's like, if that was the case, why are they so like demonic? Like he basically becomes Dracula from Wish. Like, what is happening?
Well, it's just like from, the form he takes when he grabs Peter and is fighting Miles. That's what he should have had since he got the meteorite.
Where he kind of looks like the symbiote surge suit, where it's like he's all like wrinkled and shit.
That's exactly what he should have looked like. I don't think they did that because they wanted to keep the look that they gave him at base, like for the boss fight. But that makes no sense.
But it's like, I don't have an issue with that. I just think it's weird that like, why does it take him this long to mutate, if anything? Like, wouldn't he, like, mutate, like, much earlier?
That's it, yeah. It's just like, it's confirmed
easily,
he's
as if he doesn't have to train or practice an entirely new method of traversal.
But it's like, I also just hate the wings, like, superficially, because it's like, I think what's so fascinating about Venom using, like, webs and shit is because it demonstrates a similarity to Peter. But it's like, when could Peter, like, when did Peter ever literally fly? Like, these look nothing like the web wings at all. It's like, he just pulls it out of his ass.
Imagine if he didn't knock out Peter here. Imagine if he just outswung or like flew Peter. Like Peter's playing catch up the entire Miles fight.
Could we also just appreciate how disrespectful this moment was? He literally knocks out Peter just by holding on to him too hard. Like, I think it's just so disrespectful.
And flies away very easily,
like,
as if he doesn't have...
Like, Peter should not have been knocked out here. If anything, Venom should have threw him away and then chased after the meteorite with Peter trying to play keep up.
Yeah, that would have made more sense. I love seeing the tendrils. It's like, I would prefer it if Venom shot webs, like Spider-Man does. But I don't mind the tendrils. It's like, it makes more sense than literal fucking dragon wings.
To train or practice an entirely new method.
The one cool thing about these wings is that it's very fun modding them into the game and flying all over the damn map. That is the one thing I like about these wings.
Of traversal. This is just silly, out of nowhere, and it feels like ideas were just being thrown onto this character to the climax of the story.
Give me back my friend!
Yeah, like this look here, where it's like, he's all like wrinkly, like he's just had a massive bath. It's like, yeah, I like this.
We are your friend.
Pete, what's happening? Just hang on, buddy! Please, no. Leave him alone.
Yeah, it's like Venom's basically just bad guy.
Harry on board with this or not? I know we're meant to believe he's a puppet by the end, but earlier they clearly established that Harry needed to be convinced and manipulated into what the symbiote wants. This requires him to be culpable, yet now he's ignorant to what's happening. Why even bother manipulating Harry if...
So the way they could have done this was have Harry be on board midway through, but after the symbiote got what it wants, it basically just chooses him puppet. The thing about it is the transformation is way too soon.
But it's like, the funny thing is that, like, you can't even make the argument of, like, oh, Harry sees the symbiote knock out Peter, therefore it's, like, Peter, like, Harry is like, no, I don't want to hurt Peter, but it's like, he literally, like, leaves Peter alone with a symbiote after, like, yeeting him into a fridge. It's like, it's as if Harry just, like, shuts down for, like, most of the campaign.
Well, it's just like, compared to this, the Scream boss fight is like less than 2 hours before this fight.
Well, yeah, but it's like, I don't know, it's like Venom kills Kraven and Harry has a massive issue with it. Venom yeets Peter into a fridge and potentially leaves him to die at the hands of Scream, from Harry's perspective, and he says nothing. It's like,
if you could just take control.
And now all of a sudden, when these guys are flying all over the place, Harry suddenly wakes up. Like, it's so weird.
Does it even matter that Harry is Venom?
If he give his anti-venom's weakening him, but it's like, Peter should have really been spamming that shit.
But it's like, they act as if anti-venom can, like, wake up Harry. It's like, how the hell, when is that ever confirmed? I guess because, like, the only argument you can make is because it's, like, partly from Mr. Negative's power, like, it could maybe affect Harry, but it's like, Mr. Negative's power, like, corrupts people. It doesn't make people good. It's like, how does it work? Shouldn't it just make Harry more evil? Like, it's, I don't know.
Well, no. Like, Mr. Negative says that the symbiote and what his power does the same thing, but they cancel each other out.
I don't know. It's just so weird. Like, how is this?
All I can say is Peter, the only explanation you can give is Peter was not trying to remove the symbiote because he thought it would kill Harry. But it's like, you're basically saying Peter's not spamming it just for that reason.
Yeah.
What makes Venom unique is that Eddie Brock's hatred and refusal of accountability formed a unique identity around poisoning Spider-Man. At the same time, Eddie has a moral code, where he doesn't attack people he believes are innocent, hence the Lethal Protector label. Only Eddie Brock could make Venom act the way that he does. So, what's so special about Harry being the host, when we're meant to believe that Venom would act this way?
This is better than Colin's review, because he's actually talking instead of including 5-minute long clips. Yeah, facts.
No matter who wears the suit. After all, that's what the army of symbiotes shows us.
Fight, Harry! Fight! I can't. I'm done. You have to...
You have to kill us.
Okay, so Harry is now in favor of destroying the symbiote, even if that means he dies. But the entire reason he was mad at Peter was because he wanted to destroy the symbiote since it was too dangerous, which would remove Harry's only means of surviving his disease. Did Harry not know the symbiote would be dangerous and would get people hurt? I don't see why not when Venom knocked out Spider-Man, killed Oscorp security, and almost got people killed in Times Square. And in the black suit, Peter almost killed MJ. He constantly had violent outbursts and was clearly out of control. So, it's not like Harry didn't know something like this would happen. He was shown it after all. What changed?
I'm done. Either way,
He just gives up. It's like...
Well, what's even worse is that he doesn't technically give up. Like, at the very end, he pulls apart the symbiote and saying, kill me now.
Yeah, it's like, it's so weird. It's like they're trying to do... It's like they're trying to do, like, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and, like, Venom all at once. It just, like, it's so strange. It's like he's evil until he's not. He's controlled until he's not. He's evil until he's dead. Like, they try to do all of them at once. It just does not work.
No. We still have time? No.
And it's such a shame, because, like, visually I really love his design. And Tony Todd's voice is goated. Rest in peace. It's like...
I mean, unironically, like, here's another thing that I want to let you realize. You see here, you realize how he's smaller than he was originally? This is what I think the size of Venom should be. Bulkier and taller than Peter, but not a giant.
Yeah. Like, it's so weird.
It'll kill them. And then it'll kill you.
How could Harry know this? The entire point was that the symbiote was withholding the fact that it just wants to take over the world by claiming it wants to heal the world. How could Harry know that the symbiote is going to kill them all? The symbiote would have blocked that from his mind, and the fact that the symbiote is willing to kill Peter and his loved ones goes to show that it's just a one-note monster that wants to take over the world. And seeing that the symbiote doesn't care and would kill them in a heartbeat, what was stopping it from forcing Harry to do this earlier in the story? Why didn't Venom just...
Yeah, exactly. It wants to, like, make Peter... It wants to be friends with Peter, but then in the end, it's just like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna kill everyone, including Peter. It's like...
Yeah, inconsistent all across the board.
Kill Peter and Miles from the start, instead of wasting time constantly confronting them. We're meant to believe that the symbiote truly doesn't care and can just control Harry against his wishes. None of this makes sense and leaves us with a very confused ending. All of this takes away from the...
Sometimes I wish Venom stayed 6'3" instead of the symbiote making them bigger. But it's like, even if you made him 7 foot, it's like, I think that would be fine. Like, he's like bigger than Peter, but it's like, Peter can still like, I don't know.
He'd be as tall as Sony Venom, if not a little bit more.
Yeah, it's like, if you were to make him, like, comparable to the Hulk and no taller, I think that would be fair. But it's like, making him, like, a giant, it's like, I don't know, it's just, it's strange. Especially since, once again, it comes out of nowhere. Like, he's bonded with Harry and Peter, and they're, like, around the same height. Like, maybe Symbiote Peter's a little bit taller, but, like, he's not, like, double the height. You know what I mean? It's like... Hey, Small, thank you for the $2. Spider-Man 3 should be a 17+ if it has Carnage. Not necessarily, because, I mean, they were able to censor, like, Venom biting Kraven's head off. So I don't think it's impossible.
I mean, Venom's more tame than Carnage. I feel like if Carnage does, like, make an appearance, it should be treated like Joker in the Arkham games.
Oh, maybe. That's a good idea.
The emotional impact of his almost death, because the ideas for his character were filled with so much conflicting information that we're left with a villain who was underdeveloped, incoherent, and just a confusing mess to follow. The constant flip-flopping with his morals, his values, and who he cares about severely hurts his characterization. Venom as a villain is broken to the core, so much that I actually don't want to see the black suit or Venom in anything ever again. At least
Whoa.
For a while.
Jesus. I love how we go... It's so satisfying going from Colin saying that this is the best symbiote story he's ever seen, to SK saying, this game made me hate Venom so much, I want Venom to leave. Like,
here's the thing.
Just complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, all I can say about this Venom is that, at best, he's an okay under the context. You ignore the writing problems, and the power scaling is just way too strong. Like, this Venom is stronger than most in base.
Chat, how out of 10, how would you rate Venom in this game? Like, out of 10. Like, for me at least, for me at least, I'd say he's like a 4 or a 5. Like, I think design, he's really good, even if he's way too damn tall. And I also think his voice is really good. But it's like, from a writing standpoint, he's all over the place.
Like, here's the thing. I'll at least say this. Between Sony Venom and Som Venom, I would say they're comparable, just in different ways. Like, Sony Venom has the Eddie and Venom dynamic, but it goes about it in the wrong way. And he's, like, the weak as hell. And Som is almost the opposite of that spectrum,
but
where
like,
he's really strong, but he's, like, he has none of the complexities or personality of
Venom. But it's like, you know that meme of King Ghidorah, where it's like, you have the two serious heads and then the one derpy head? It's like, the derpy head is, like, Tom Hardy's Venom, but it makes more sense than this one. Like, it's
just one of those
strange.
things. I like to say, well, it's just like, I'll just say it again. Like, Tom Hardy's Venom and Insom Venom are just opposite ends of the spectrum as well. Like, one is strong, but like less complex. The other's complex, but less strong. And it's like, they're both poorly written to a degree.
Right, well, anyways, hey, Minty Fresh, how you doing, buddy? Right, so anyways, we've gone over the black villain, now let's go over the Asian villain.
Next villain I'd like to talk about is Mr. Negative. My biggest problem with his inclusion in the story is that while he has the potential to be reformed, they rush it very early on, because we don't actually see the process of Martin Lee defeating the demon within him. We don't see how he overcomes his darker half and fully decides that he was in the wrong, that his sense of justice was skewed.
I can feel my power growing, feeding
Like
off
it was
my anger. Father would say I've lost the path of balance, and he could never understand. The only way to fight a monster is to become one.
I won't die as the man that I was.
Well, again, it's like, it's lines like that make me wish we got Bloodlusted Peter versus Venom. It's like, oh, the only reason to beat a monster is to become one. It's like, it would have been cooler, but anyway.
Well,
You don't get to walk away from what you did.
Mr. Negative here, it's like, I agree with SK. It's like, it feels like we're missing scenes. Like, everything between...
It's like, it's like they basically just redeemed Osama bin Laden off screen. It's like, yeah, he's a terrorist. Like, it's like with Hammerhead, they redeemed Tuco Salamanca off screen. With Mr. Negative, they redeemed Osama bin Laden off screen. It's like, yeah, well, he's a terrorist of New York City. It's like...
Well, it's the same thing with Tombstone and Mysterio. Like, we know what they were before, and here they are now, but with nothing in between.
The inner demons?
Yeah, it's like a 3-book saga, and we skipped book 2. It's weird.
Devil's Breath? Just city hall bombing?
Don't recount my sins to me. I know what I got.
Looks like serving time didn't change you at all.
You're wrong.
I owe him my life.
You're wrong. Being in prison changed me. Also, I'm currently trying to kill a literal teenager.
And much more.
What happened that made Lee realize that there was another way to fight the demon within him? What realization did he come to? By the start of Spider-Man 2, he already believes he's wrong for what he did the first time we see him. He doesn't even want to try to get Norman killed. The most potential Lee has to regret his actions is for the innocent people that got hurt.
The design of Mr. Negative with longer hair looks really cool. I agree, yeah. He goes from Vanos Gaming in this game to an actual decent looking character. It's quite cool seeing a villain with long hair. He kind of reminds me of Ultimate Doc Ock. It's not a bad design.
Well, here's something I want to say about Spider-Man 2. The ideas and concepts they have are great in isolation, but the way they're put together in this game is a messy, like I wouldn't say trash bin, but it feels like you just put a mess together and you called it perfection when in reality it's trash.
Yeah, it feels as though we skipped so much shit, and it's like... Spider-Man 2 feels like Avengers Endgame. It's like so much shit happens off screen, and you're just supposed to accept it.
They were only put in the crossfire as a means.
It's like, oh wow, Bruce Banner merged with the Hulk off screen. How did it happen? Oh, don't worry about it. Nebula became chill off screen. How? Don't ask. It's like Captain America became depressed off screen. How? Don't ask. It's like Iron Man married Pepper, had a literal child who is like 7 years old or some shit in the film. And it's like, don't ask. It's like, Thor became fat off screen. Don't ask. It's like so much stuff happens.
Like it just feels like they're like, this is like 2 games worth of shit, and it's like cramming it all together is just that should have been like a red flag. Like they should have either cut it down or like completely make it longer.
Yeah, it's like they could have literally like demonstrated they could have spent the entire She-Hulk show where like Banner like tries to control the Hulk, and it's like it could be set before the events of Endgame. Like,
that would be a good idea.
Yeah, and the reason why She-Hulk didn't show up in Endgame is because Strange didn't know about her, because she only came into existence after the snap. Problem solved. Yeah, like that could have been a decent idea.
Like another way of seeing it is, like the biggest problem with Spider-Man 2 outside of the time gap is the fact that all these plot lines, like, in of themselves could be an entire game's worth of stories. Like Kraven hunting Peter in the black suit, that's a game in of itself.
Yeah. It's like, I don't think it would work so much within the perspective of a video game, because obviously games take a lot longer to come out than movies, but it's like...
Oh, yeah. What I'm saying is in the context of a story, not a game. Like, as in terms of a story, you can literally have the whole game based off that. But I get what you're saying, Riff, with it being a game. The problem is they should make it longer. Like I get that it's longer but I'd rather spend time on one good project that lasts for like 100 hours than something very short.
I would actually disagree with you there. So I personally think that Spider-Man 2 is actually too long. Mainly because there is a lot of filler. So it feels like the game, like, for example, like at EMF when you're doing like random shit, it's like that could just be a cutscene. Like, we don't need to fly around drones as Peter Parker. It's like I actually think the game's story is too long because it takes too much time to get to the good shit. It's like if you were to keep the game's length, like, chat, what do you think about this? So let's say for the sake of argument, the game's like 20 hours long. Like, to beat the campaign, let's just say it's 20 hours for casual playthrough. 20 hours, okay? Would you prefer it if the game was 15 hours, but Peter bonded with the black suit, like, immediately after the Sandman boss fight, and, like, there was context that made sense? And then you had a lot longer with Peter and the black suit. Venom comes into the scene a lot earlier on. You get more development between Venom, Miles, and, Peter. Like, make the game shorter, but get to the good stuff sooner.
Like, just put it like this. Imagine after the Sandman boss fight, we don't, like, spend a lot of time saving civilians. Like, that could be left for, like, crimes and stuff like that.
Yeah, basically, a really good idea. Do it like Spectacular Spider-Man, where it's like Peter, like, accidentally becomes, Black Suit Peter. Like, it's by accident. He doesn't even notice at first.
Yeah, like, let's say, for example, the second Harry gets out and meets Peter, like, when they hug for the first time, the symbiote should have, like, moved on to Peter.
A story like this needs to be at least 25 hours? I disagree, because, I disagree. I think you could do it in 15 hours if you cut out all the boring shit that we don't need to see. It's like...
Well, it's just like that everything that they gave us in between feels like padding, like you said. Like, you could remove, like, say, the whole back... Like, you know the flashback with Peter and Harry? You could remove that and just, like, resort it to a cutscene.
Well, it's like, I think Spider-Man 1 is, like, the perfect length. And Spider-Man 1 is, like, much shorter than Spider-Man 2. It's like, Spider-Man 1 basically... And Spider-Man 1 does have filler. Like, Peter getting ejected from his... Peter getting evicted from his apartment. That is filler and offers nothing to the story. But it feels like it slots right in perfectly. It's so weird. It's like Spider-Man 1 had plenty of filler when you think about it. But it just works.
But it's just like the filler in this game just feels like padding. Like, you know, Miles basically going to, like, the art museum just to, like, stop some thugs. Remove that from the game, what changes?
Yeah, like Miles fucking around being a DJ. It's like, get rid of that. Make it a cutscene. What changes?
Or even just the idea of Coney Island. Like, them just, like, playing in the amusement park.
It was the opposite for me. The first game felt longer than the second game. For me, it's the opposite. Like, the first game feels actually quite short, now that I'm, like, really good at it. It's kind of weird. Like, I think Spider-Man 2 was, like, a marathon to get through. For me, at least. But
it's, like, regardless of the point, it's that it feels like they could have cut out a lot of stuff they didn't need and injected stuff that would make this all make sense.
Chat, I'm gonna prove my point right now with one question. If you had to replay one game right now, which would it be? Spider-Man 1 or 2? For me, it's Spider-Man 1. Like, the gameplay isn't quite as good. Like, in my opinion, at least. But it's like, the story is way better. It's like, I would replay Spider-Man 1, like, with no hesitation.
And here's a better question.
I don't know what it is about Spider-Man 2. There's just something about it where I never want to replay it from start to finish. I don't know what it is. Like, it's so weird. I like Spider-Man 2. I like the gameplay. I prefer the gameplay of Spider-Man 2. I just don't want to replay the game. I don't know what it is. I'll probably do it on the channel. Like, I will stream Spider-Man 2, especially because of the 2-year anniversary of Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I'll stream it from start to finish, like, in November, if you guys want. But, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm just never excited to play that game's story again.
if I had to describe it, it's more of like the idea that if you had the gameplay of 2, but in 1, then it would be perfect. But if you had the gameplay of 1 in 2, then 2's not even worth playing.
Of hurting Norman in a way that adds culpability to his side. You may get Lee convinced that involving innocence was a step too far, and I can believe that, but you will never convince him that Osborn doesn't deserve to die for what he did to him as a child, at least not without immense efforts. The anger he feels is what...
So it's really fascinating, because, like, if someone was to ask me, what is the most important factor of a game, the story or the gameplay? I would say gameplay. I wouldn't even hesitate. But in Spider-Man 2, I think that's the I think that's the one time I would prefer gameplay. I would prefer story over gameplay. Because it's like, I think that's what it is. It's like, I want the story of Spider-Man 2 to be great, because it has, like, the black suit. That's awesome. I want a good black suit storyline. But it's like, we just didn't get it.
Spider-Man. Like, it's like it has everything you need on paper for it to be good.
It's so annoying. It's like, Spider-Man 2 is like the one exception where I wanted a good story over the good gameplay. Because, like, the gameplay was fine. You could copy and paste the gameplay from Spider-Man 1, I'd be on board. It is what it is. Yeah. Like, it's so annoying.
Like, if anything, I would say this. If Spider-Man 3 is just basically just the second game's combat and gameplay, like, nothing's literally changed, but they just refined the story, I'm happy.
Yeah, perfect. Don't touch the gameplay at all, focus everything on the story, and you would have, like, a near-perfect finale to a very inconsistent series. Yeah.
Well, just put this. Even if they fell off a little bit, that would redeem it.
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man 3, if you were to keep the gameplay of Spider-Man 2, but make the story like a masterpiece, it would be the best game. It would. It would possibly be the best superhero game. But time will tell.
We don't, like, here's the thing. We don't need Silk. We don't need more. Like, even if you wanted to add a few more mechanics, like multiple loop-de-loops, some grinding and stuff, that's all good, but it's like we almost got a perfect thing in Spider-Man 2 for gameplay.
Small, thank you for the $2. I think this story is demotivating to play the game. Yeah, I think you perfectly summed it up. I think, yeah, it's demotivating. It's such a disappointment. For me, the game was rushed. As it come out last year or this year, it would have probably been Game of the Year.
Maybe. It's like, if it...
Maybe.
Here's the thing. The problem is that they cut out stuff they didn't need to, and they added stuff that didn't help.
I think Miles Morales was the only sweet spot for the Insomniac games.
What? What do you mean the sweet spot? Like, add good gameplay and a good story? If that's the case, I see where you're coming from, but it's like, it's not good as... Like, it's kind of doing both, but not as good as both. Like,
I think the problem with Miles Morales is, like, the story's great, the gameplay is great, there's just not enough of it. Like, the campaign's quite short, and there's not enough side content. So
I was just about to say, Miles Morales has better, like, a good story, but not as good as 1, and has good gameplay, but not as good as 2. So it's like, yeah, it is the sweet spot, but it's not. It's kind of like good at everything, but not great at anything.
Yeah.
His power, and the fact that Martin Lee displays no interest in getting back at Norman is a huge problem for his character in the story. He doesn't even mention Norman at all in the story. We have to remember that Martin Lee didn't want to be evil, he wanted to be good, and for the best of him to be remembered and carried on through May. The reason he didn't seek help for his condition was because he wanted revenge on Norman Osborn above all else, and it was too hard for him to fight the demon because of the negative side of him.
They're all claiming Martin Lee has the power to, quote, corrupt people.
Corrupt? What does that mean?
They say it's sort of like mind control. It brings out the negative part of you. It makes you do things you wouldn't normally do.
But without an explanation, Mr. Negative has overcome that negative part of him despite getting no closure on his desire to get revenge on Norman.
I spent years of my life consumed with vengeance and lost everything for it. You two reminded me that that's not who I am. When you help someone, you help everyone.
Where are you gonna go?
Avery, I don't know why Spider-Man cartoons rush the Black Suit arc into 2 or 3 episodes. It deserves an entire season. I don't disagree with that, but I think Spectacular probably did it best, where it's like the Black Suit arc is like 2 or 3 episodes, but then you have a lot more episodes with Venom after that. It's like, I would argue that, I don't disagree with what you're saying. It's like, I think that the animated series was like the bare minimum I'd expect. Where it's like you have like the first 2 episodes with Black Suit and then the 3rd episode with Venom. It's like, that is the bare minimum I would expect. Anything less and it would not work. Which is why Spider-Man 3 and this game, it's like, it's why I just don't think it works, because there's just not enough time to it's like Spider-Man 3 is not as bad as people say with the symbiote, but it's like they just don't have enough time. Like, it's such an it's such a fascinating story arc. They just don't have enough time for it.
I would also like to say 2 things. One, SK's doing a Colin right now, showing a clip and letting it play out for us.
Set things right.
Yeah. SK's doing a clip. Yeah. He's becoming Colin. What's worse, this or Spider-Man 3? This.
Well,
it
if we're
is.
talking story, yeah.
If we're talking about like the Venom and the symbiote storyline, yeah, this is worse. They dedicate more time to it, and it's way more inconsistent. Like, Spider-Man 3 has like less than an hour, like with the black suit and Venom, and yet it's consistent. It works. It's not very complex, but it is what it is. It works. It gets the job done. It's like a 5 out of 10 story with the symbiote. It works.
Whereas like
it's not. I wouldn't consider it good. I wouldn't consider it like perfect. But you know, Spider-Man 3 is a decent symbiote story.
Yeah, it just gets what it needs to done, and it like put it like
nothing. It's like the ready salted crisps of symbiote stories. Just gets the job done. That's it.
It gets. And I would also just say this: it's like if they basically, I don't know what it is, but it's like if you add or like remove more from Spider-Man 3, it still works. But for this game, I feel like you would have to add a lot more or completely change it just to make it work.
It's like with Spider-Man 3, all you really needed is like 3 more scenes. Like, and then maybe change Venom in like the final battle, and I think you would have had like the best live-action version of Venom, or like for a film at least. You just needed a little bit more meat on the bones. But it's like with this, you have to completely change Venom from the ground up.
Yeah, like the symbiote, the black suit, how it behaves, all of it.
Your way.
This is another big problem. Why does Martin Lee suddenly believe in Spider-Man's way? Let's not forget that Norman Osborn didn't face justice for his crimes after the first game, where Spider-Man has promised that he will if they do things his way, and we will get to that later.
Osborn needs to pay.
I know, but this is the wrong way, Martin.
Norman still gets to live in his penthouse as a rich man while running successful businesses. Despite his crimes and mistreatment of others, he gets to live in luxury. Lee never got closure on his pursuit of justice for his parents and his vendetta against Norman. So, why would he change and believe in Spider-Man's way? Why does he believe this will bring the justice his parents deserve? In his eyes, doesn't this just seem like a broken promise from Spider-Man? Spider-Man spends all of this time talking about punishing Norman the right way, yet Norman doesn't get punished for killing his parents.
The project breaks every state and federal regulation on the books, but he doesn't care.
If the city finds out, he can kiss re-election goodbye.
Never mind re-election. He'd be tried in The Hague for war crimes.
It also seems like they forgot how Martin Lee's powers work. Yeah, he can get in your head and communicate with you, but he can't look into your private information or memories like what happens with Miles and Peter.
What are you doing to me?
Taking a look into your soul. I see a boy.
Yeah, like imagine if he did this shit to Peter in the first game. Like the plot would have been over so quickly. Like,
I would also just like to say this. When it came to Lee changing, the reason it's believable is the fact that he realizes what he's become just like Norman. In the sense that there's no point in pursuing him if he became like him. That's the only reason that I think his redemption's like, you know, actually justified.
Tragic Goat, looking at this 2 years later, Spider-Man didn't deserve a single award in Game of the Year. I mean, voice acting, it could have. Baldur's Gate was great, but like voice acting, it could have won. Soundtrack, it could have won. Like, this is not a bad video game. It isn't. But like, the story is not it.
Yeah, like put it like this. If we had to compare the story, it's below TASM 2 and Spider-Man 3, but it's above the MCU films like No Way Home and Far From Home.
It's kind of sad that this like isn't the worst Spider-Man story we've seen in modern media.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying
it's
is
kind of sad when you think about it.
Yeah, but
Like this
but
game
it's
is a masterpiece compared to No Way Home's story.
Yeah, like if you just compare this like the MCU films to this game is better in story, but it's not the best plural. Like I said, even the worst of Raimi and Tasm would be above this.
I feel like Yuri deserved an award for voice acting. Yeah, like Yuri's voice acting was really good in this game.
Terrified of being alone, of failing as a family. So, your name is Miles. Who are you really, Miles?
Get down here, Lee!
Let's dig deeper.
Where are we anyway?
We are inside Spider-Man's mind.
That's not how Martin Lee's powers worked in the first game. He can't get into your mind and discover your secret identity. If he could do that, he would have done this to Peter in the first game and learned that he was Spider-Man, and he wouldn't need to ask people questions when he corrupts them.
His name, Dr. Morgan Michaels.
Why bother with the questioning if you can just look into their mind?
Such a good point, yeah.
Now.
I was waiting for you at
and that
City Hall.
doctor probably wasn't even as strong as Miles mentally, so it's like either Lee was buffed or Miles is weaker than that doctor who committed suicide.
Bruh. It's like you can't... Yeah.
You never came. Where were you?
And it's even
Lee
weirder
wants to
because
know
Lee
why Spider-Man
stated that
didn't
he's not as strong as he was in the first game because he's like self-remorseful.
Yeah, and you can't even make the argument that he got better at using his powers, because, like, when at the raft would he have the chance to use his powers? Like, I feel like they have contingency plans for that shit.
Well, it's just funny because it's like you can't even make the argument he's been training, because why would they allow him to train with his powers in prison?
Yeah, this is the same place that holds, like, the Rhino and, like, Electro and shit. It's like, you really think they're gonna let this guy use his power?
I mean, even that one time when they said they allowed Electro to power, like, the city for a bit, or the raft, they basically said he was messing up with shit to the point that they didn't allow him to touch it again. So it's like you can't even make the argument they want to do it. Yeah, like, if you listen to the first game, Jameson says, oh, Electro's doing something useful for once, powering up the entire raft, only he's messing shit up to the point they basically cut him off.
Show up as he planned, he would have realized it was because he accidentally knocked him out because he happened to show up at the ceremony. While his powers being inconsistent is a plot issue, this also harms the intelligence of his character because of how he uses his powers. Next up, we have Tombstone. When we're introduced to him in the-
I'm gonna be completely honest as well with me. I don't, does the raft use power dampeners? I fucking hope so. Like, they've got, like, if they don't have power dampeners, how are they supposed to contain Electro?
Or Rhino.
Well, with Rhino, they could, like, restrain him, I guess. But it's like, what restraints are going to work against Electro? Rubber, I guess? It's like, they're going to wrap him in condoms. It's like, I don't know. Like, surely they need power dampeners.
I'm just imagining putting Electro in a bag made of rubber and dragging.
Yeah, come in.
Yeah, but that is just so funny. Just thinking Electro webbed up or put into a rubber bag and then just being dragged from the feet into the cell.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But it's like, we're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna go for a piss and make a drink.
Alright,
but before I go, I'm just gonna say this. I think it's really convenient that Martin Lee's powers affect the symbiotes. Like, really think about that. So, an alien from outer space that has potentially traveled trillions of miles to Earth is really affected by one dude's superpowers that came into effect because of an Oscorp experiment. Like, really think about how lucky that is. Like,
yeah, that is. I mean, it's
like
accurate, but still.
Like, do you know how, like, this is... Do you know what this reminds me of? You know in No Way Home, how, like, Tom Holland's nanotech can, like, fuck over Doc Ock's arms? It's like, how convenient is that? It's like, you have, like, 2018 technology that is somehow backwards compatible with, like, 2004 technology from another fucking universe. Like, how stupid and ridiculously lucky is that? Like, it's so silly. It would be like if... Chad, it would be like if you could play, like, Xbox One games on the very original Xbox. Like, it's nonsense. You wouldn't be able to do that.
Like, I mean, it makes sense to a certain degree. The It's too damn lucky, like you said.
But it's like instantaneous though. Like in No Way Home, it's like he instantly like connects it. It's like he connects it faster than I can connect to the freaking Wi-Fi. It's like instant. It's so silly.
Also, I agree with this person. Tombstone reforming that quick makes absolutely no sense.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like Mr. Negative. They reform Osama bin Laden off-screen, like a terrorist in New York. And with this guy, like, they reform Tuco Salamanca off-screen. Like the drug lord maniac.
Like the guy who either crushed someone's head or broke their neck just because they didn't make a good modification on a bike.
Yeah, the guy who, like... The guy who took an L to Spider-Man and he was just like, yeah, I can't wait to fight you next time. Like, just doesn't care. Yeah, that guy can be reformed. Okay, sure. I'm just gonna go for a piss. I'll be right back. No, hold on. I've done that wrong.
Good. I'll stay with the rest. So it makes confusing Miles without explaining how Mr. Wire work. It's nothing like Miles, so why do the powers fuse together? That's the thing about Anti-Venom. I feel like Anti-Venom is the biggest plot device in the sense that it was too convenient. Like, here's the thing. The reason Peter can't use Anti-Venom in the comics is because it would cure his spider powers. So in a way, even using Anti-Venom would basically make him a normal human. That's why I never, like, question, should Peter ever get Anti-Venom? Oh, wait, it basically takes away his powers if he uses it. Whereas in this game, it acts like it has no drawback whatsoever. So it's just like the black suit, but literally better in every way. And I like that idea to an extent, but it takes away the whole point of the black suit arc. So it's just like the whole Mr. Negative. Like, here's the thing. Imagine if it was just simply Mr. Negative, Peter in base, and Miles fighting Venom. Nothing would change. Literally nothing would change. Because you would basically, even if you wanted to say Anti-Venom comes into play later, that way you at least get base Peter without having to be Anti-Venom. It's like, it makes no sense. And it's like, I don't think and it's just like them fusing together to make Anti-Venom is still BS, considering they're in Peter's mind. Like, this isn't like Miles and Mr. Negative basically going to Peter's chest and then giving them some of their power, like a power transfer. So it's just weird to see it, like, you know, fuse. But yeah. Oh, and yeah, Tombstone reform. Like, here's the thing. If Tombstone was still a villain, what changes in the story? Like, literally, what changes? Like, they save Tombstone the same way they do. Instead of, like, a good farewell, he just books. He's like, I'm out of this. I'm gone. Like nothing changes in the story. Like, there's literally no point of Tombstone being redeemed. Even if you wanted to talk about second chances, the problem with second chances in the game is that they don't feel earned. It's like you rush it just to make a point. It's like you
right.
Like,
I cannot hear you at the moment because I don't have my headset on. But just 2 seconds. How long have we got on this? Okay, so we've got like 20 more minutes. We might be able to get through all of the villains. So and then on Saturday or maybe Friday, we can look at the Spider-Man.
Yeah, Rift, right before we continue, I just came to a realization. If you make Tombstone a villain and it plays into the idea that
also,
not everyone gets...
Also, here's a Puffer cameo.
Yeah, but Rift, if Tombstone was never redeemed, do you think the story changes?
You want what?
If Tombstone was never redeemed, do you think the story changes?
I mean, not really, but it's like it could possibly.
No, but here's my point. They basically make it so that Tombstone's redeemed to push the idea of second chances. But how good would it be if Tombstone was never redeemed? But the whole point of second chances is giving it even who don't want it.
But it's like, I think it could be quite interesting if he wasn't redeemed, because like with Hammerhead and Fisk out of the way, like imagine if Tombstone became a rival for Kraven. Like, I think that would have been quite cool.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if, like, because I agree, it's like some characters can't be redeemed, and yet everyone in this game just is redeemed, except for Kraven who dies, but it's like...
Well, I would just say this.
And I guess Carnage, but we'll never know.
Well, it's just like redemption is about reaching out a hand, and it's up to the other person to take it. That's literally all redemption is. It's like not everyone will take it, but it's like you at least reach out your hand, as that's the point.
Yeah, it's like I have no idea how you could redeem Tombstone, but anyway.
Game, he's already a
But again,
reformed
it's
villain.
like remove
He's just
it.
a
The
chill
story's arguably better because it would push the second chances without forcing it down your throat.
But it's like why would you? It's like why do? If he can be redeemed, why would he still want to be known as Tombstone? Like his name is literally associated with death. Like why would? I know that Peter calls him like Lincoln or what have you, but it's like why? I don't know.
Guy serving at
Like,
Coney
calls him
Island.
Lonnie.
This is already unbelievable for this character. In the first game, Lonnie was described as the one.
I have fought a lot of guys in my day, guys with mechanized war rigs, guys with semi-mystical reality warping powers. The fuck? Oh, Mysterio, I guess. Guys with goofy names and goofier costumes, a lot of crazy guys. I have never fought a guy like Lonnie Lincoln, aka Tombstone. Most bad guys, you beat them, throw them in the raft, they get pissed. Talk about how they're going to take you down next time, talk about how they're going to rip you from limb from limb. Lonnie, all he does is smile. Every loss is just another great challenge on the horizon. He once told me right after handing him over to the police, there's nothing Lonnie loves more than the promise of a good fight. And when the guy doing the fighting is built like a brick house with impermeable skin and razor-sharp teeth, well, let's just say I wish he'd discover the joy of painting or something. There's only so many great challenges a spider can take. So, not only is he described as being a sociopath, but he's also described as being, like, one of the most powerful villains he's ever faced. Like,
well, that's not what he said. It's just more of the idea that it doesn't matter how many times he beats him. It's like he comes back to the point where it's like he just wants more. It's like, God damn it.
But it's like, well, no. It's like they do even imply that like Tombstone, like Tombstone, like in terms of a hand-to-hand fight at least, he is like one of the most dangerous villains he's ever faced. It's like, yeah, he's basically I can't do shit to hurt him. And he's built like a house. So it's like, even Rhino can be hurt, but it's like, with this guy, Peter needed prep time just to hurt him. It's like, Tombstone could very well be the strongest villain, or one of the strongest street tier villains, at least, in the first game.
I mean, Tombstone even said something, and I'm not sure if I'm reading it right, but you remember after they save him from the kidnapping, like when the whole rig about to explode, they're like, they couldn't even off me if they tried. It's like, wait, so you're saying if you somehow got out and you were in that explosion, you could have tanked it?
Yeah, it's like
I'm not sure if that's exactly what he's saying, but it sounds like if they tried that, it still wouldn't bring him down.
Yeah, it's like, and it's so weird because he's like described as being like a sociopath, and like he actually like greatly enjoys what he does. He doesn't care about being thrown in jail, so it's like, why would he be reformed?
Villain who would,
like, I'm gonna be completely honest, if they replaced like Tombstone with Shocker, I think that would have made more sense, because it's like Shocker seems like a guy who could be redeemed.
Well, what's even funnier is imagine if it was Tombstone that Kraven killed. That would actually be like, imagine that.
Yeah, like Tombstone versus Kraven would actually be really cool.
Well, it's just like, he saves Shocker. Shocker's not that impressive considering he's treated as a joke, but at least he's saved by Peter. And if the fact Kraven could beat Tombstone, it's either because he weakened his durability or he has something to actually cut him, which would explain the knife later.
Yeah, it would actually explain the knife that Kraven uses to kill Spider-Man. It's like, imagine if it was the same knife that killed Tombstone. Like, yeah, it would make sense why Peter dies so quickly against Kraven. It's because that same knife was used to kill Tombstone. It would make more sense. But it's like
expert penetration, poison, something.
Yeah, but it's like with Shocker, it's like, I actually believe he could be redeemed. Because in Spider-Man 1, it's like both MJ and Peter feel sorry for him. He's basically just a guy that got caught working for the wrong people. He doesn't seem to care about like
But that's the thing. Imagine if we got later the black suit Spider-Man's here. Get back here, Shocker. like you save him from Kraven earlier, and then you go to that scene.
Yeah, Peter's trying to redeem him, and like Shocker runs away. He's like, "Get back here, Shocker!" It's like a reference to the show.
Well, like he's in the black suit because he tries to redeem Shocker. Shocker says, "Fuck off." Did
Kraven kill Tombstone? No. Peter saves Tombstone, and then he just disappears from the story. It's like he goes into like hiding or what have you. Well, not hiding. He like fortifies his establishment. Kraven killing Tombstone would work. Yeah, and it would make sense as to how he was able to one-shot Spider-Man. It's like, yeah, he has like a knife that can cut through an indestructible character. Yeah, makes sense. But we don't get that.
Amazing Lucas is Tombstone, apparently.
Tombstone's the Amazing Lucas. Well, not quite, but...
Always smile.
He has no beard, so it doesn't count.
And he's also, you know, the exact opposite when it comes to skin tone.
This is what I love.
And he also acts nothing like Tombstone.
Great fight. Great challenge. Oh!
See, part of me wants to think that gameplay is canon, because I can just imagine Tombstone getting shot by all the spider drones and just laughing. Like...
Also, for everyone debating already in the power scaling, we'll get to that in the video because SK addresses it.
Yeah, we'll get to the power scaling side of things, because I am still on the side of the fence where I think Peter was not nerfed in Spider-Man 2. But I mean, the story's so shit that there's some parts that even I can't defend.
Well, I'll just say it plainly here. He's not nerfed in verse, like he's not actually made weaker, but he's plot nerfed because he has to be weaker for the plot to even move.
Yeah, it's like plot-induced stupidity. It's kind of like how you know in Godzilla -1, you know the scene where he like uses the atomic breath and it spawns like a mini nuke. Like I think it's plot-induced stupidity that a human survived that.
Yeah, it's like the idea that in verse he's not weak at all, but the problem is the plot makes it so that whatever they did isn't that strong.
No disrespect to Godzilla -1, by the way, it's a great film, but like yeah, it's stupid that a freaking human can survive the blast radius of his atomic breath.
Well, a better example, Spider-Man related, is how Spider-Man Civil War established Spider-Man could stop cars, and Homecoming he can't stop cars.
Yeah, it's like he's nerfed, but Riff wants to think he isn't nerfed just to fight Ultimate Joker. Mate, I couldn't give a shit about Ultimate Joker, I'll be honest. But no, it's like, I do think he's nerfed in terms of plot, because it's like, he should have no issues, like, with the cable car, for example, or the roller coaster car.
Like,
but anyways.
Like, yeah, inverse he's not nerfed, plot he is nerfed.
Yeah, because it's like, if you're looking at it from a power scaling perspective, it's like, Peter is at his strongest in Spider-Man 2. Like, he just is. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, the villains are all stronger than the first game. Like, the hunters basically just run around with Sinister Six technology. He gets symbiotes, which amp him. Like, objectively speaking, he is at his strongest in Spider-Man 2. The problem is either the villains are much stronger than him, or the plot is shit and it requires him to be nerfed at times.
Well, it's just like, even against villains he should otherwise beat. Like, the fact that even while quote-unquote plot nerfed, he has good feats. Like, even with and in Scream and other characters as well.
Taking it easier now that you're, mortal?
Not a chance. Threat of death just ups the thrill. Hell of a left hook. Can't wait for the rematch.
I can.
I like you.
Tombstone runs towards the fight because he enjoys it. He torments his enemies for fun and moves on for more fun adventures.
Shut up! Fix it! Ah! Ah!
You got some stones, Rick.
Yeah, he just pulls a gun on Tombstone and he's just like, I like you.
Let's see if they break.
Now that I was looking at the guy, he looked a little bit like Wolverine.
Just a bit,
Such a
yeah.
Disappointment.
I like that scene where it's like, I kind of imagine that like he made Tombstone that gun. And he's like, oh, just a disappointment. Your gun didn't kill me. He just stomps his head in. I know that's not what happens in the scene, but out of context, it's just funny. Also, just breaks a gun in half, yeah, why not?
Now I need a new welder.
So
he just doesn't care. He's like, oh god damn it, I need to hire more people. Fuck's sakes. I have to hire more humans. Like, he just does not care.
I have to ask, not only is it strange
how the hell do you redeem this guy? And also, why would you have him working at a place with children?
that he got out of prison.
This would be like if Rhino was to work at McDonald's. It's like, it's just a recipe for disaster. No pun intended.
Like,
quickly.
You would think you have a bunch of patrol officers watching him.
Yeah. Or at the very least have like a collar where it's like if you walk off of the premises, the authorities get notified or something.
changed enough to start obeying the law and entertaining civilians at Coney Island? I get that the message here is second chances, but that doesn't mean stories should just redeem villains just for the sake of it.
Is that Tombstone?
Again.
Yeah, but the only way that this could get more ridiculous is if they redeemed Carnage. Like,
well, if they do that, I'm fuming.
Yeah, like, that's the only way this can get worse. Because, like, even Norman Osborn, to an extent, it's like, I feel like they're gonna write him as, like, a more sympathetic Green Goblin, which can work under the right circumstances. But it's like, if they were to redeem someone like Carnage, it would just be like, it would make no sense.
What's he doing here?
Well, it's like, even then, I feel like what they should do with Goblin is make him sympathetic, but then make him irredeemable.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Walter White. It's like, make him redeemable, and sympathetic, like, at first, but then, like, he just does more and more shit. It's like, it's kind of, like, up to you as to, like, whether you think he's redeemable or not.
Yeah.
Looks like he's a...
Yeah, it's like, if they redeem Carnage, it's like, even Yuri, I think she could be redeemed, but it's like, we'll get to that.
Mechanic? And saving the day.
Why would Tombstone change? Why does he no longer link motivation and interactions with other characters? Out of all of these villains, I can understand this one the best. His motivation is clear, his morals are consistent, and his presence is intimidating.
Yeah, like, I agree with that. Like, Kraven is one of the best villains. I think he's... I don't know if he's better than... I mean, I guess he is better than Mr. Negative because of what this game did with Negative. But it's like, I think he's second only to Doc Ock as being, like, the best villain in the series so far.
Well, I was just about to say, Doc Ock is complex in the sense you can argue he's good or evil, but in Kraven, he's just pure evil.
Well, it's like, I think... Chad, who do you prefer, Doc Ock or Kraven? I think that Kraven... I think it just depends on which villain you prefer. Because, like, I think that Doc Ock has so much complexity. And he is a force to be reckoned with. Like, I really hate the idea of people saying, oh, Doc Ock's fodder, he's just a fucking guy with arms. It's like, no, Doc Ock's powerful. It's like... Well, but then again with... Kraven, it's like, he's very consistent. Like, he's basically just like... I don't know, like, how would you describe Kraven? Like, it's almost as if Kraven has had, like, his backstory off-screen, but, like, we don't need to see it. Like, he's already formed his ideology, he just does what he does because he can do it. Like, basically.
Well, I was just about to say, the thing about Kraven is that he's more a threat to the idea of Spider-Man, whereas, like, Otto's more of a threat to Peter Parker. And it's like, you can interpret it that way.
Jess prefers Kraven because he's hot. Well, in that case, do you prefer the 13 inches of Venom, or the 19 inches of Venom? Doc Ock characterization, Kraven's more entertaining. SK prefers Doc Ock. I mean, SK prefers complex villains, that's what I've noticed. So, I can understand why he would prefer Doc Ock to Kraven.
I don't think this is the best version of Kraven ever, but I think that it's a good adaptation of Kraven.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best adaptations of Kraven I've seen, and it completely blows Kraven the Hunter with Aaron Taylor Johnson. It completely blows that out of the water.
I mean, if we compare the two, it's just not a contest.
In every single
like
scene.
Well, the thing that I like about this Kraven is that he actually has a presence. It's like, he is a hunter and he feels like one. It's like, even like by being next to the guy, it's like, even though he looks like a human, it's like he has like, I don't want to say aura because people like overhype that, but he has like a presence to him. It's like, even if he's on the other side of the fucking city, it's like, you still don't want to disappoint this guy.
Yeah, I would just say this about Kraven though. There are two things that he does that I don't like, and I think SK addresses it. Also, something he did not address is that Kraven does as a...
What is the best Kraven adaptation? Please don't tell... Oh god, no, it's not Ultimate Spider-Man, don't worry.
It's hard to say, because there's hardly any version outside of the comics that's good.
Maybe this is the second best version of Kraven to the comics, because I like Spectacular, but I think it's kind of silly that he, like, mutates himself, because, like, basically every villain in that show has to have some connection to, Oscorp in a sense.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Kraven in that show was good up until he got mutated. It would have been nice if he just...
I tell you what, 90s Kraven in The Amazing Spider-Man. the animated series. God damn it.
Even that Kraven's a bit off though, because he's kind of crazy, and it's like the moment he no longer wants to be Kraven anymore. Plus,
I think gotta be honest, this version's probably the best. In my opinion, the top 3 versions of Kraven are comics, this, and then 90s Kraven. Because it's like, I think it's fascinating that he has like a relationship with Mariah Crawford. I think the episode where he teams up with Punisher to stop Man-Spider, I like it. It's good.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's good.
I like
that
that
if you want
Kraven and Punisher is a good duo. I think it works well. Gotta be honest, I like it. I actually don't remember 90s Kraven. Honestly, rewatch the Man-Spider arc. Like, Kraven and Punisher working together is actually really cool. And it's fascinating how they take down Man-Spider. I like it. He feels more human. Which is weird, because this Kraven feels nothing like a human being, and it's amazing. But, like, 90s Kraven is actually really good. I like that version of Kraven.
Like, the thing, I agree with, like, say, I talked to Liam about this, but the reason this Kraven as good as the other, like, as the comics, for example, is that Kraven is never supposed to match Spider-Man blow for blow, and it's, like, it's the same with the villains. It's more of the sense he uses prep time, tactics, traps, technique, but this Kraven seems like he can go toe-to-toe, plus being a hunter.
I meant Insomniac Kraven versus Arkham Bane. Kraven.
Yeah, Kraven's winning that.
Well, it's like, even in Arkham Origins, it's like, Bane, I mean, he was around, but he was stronger than Batman, but, like, not that much stronger. And you can argue that, like, Origins was, like, the weakest version of Batman. So it's like, and obviously if you give him, Titan, or Venom, sorry, he basically becomes a moron. So it's like, yeah, I think Venom, but, I think Kraven would beat him.
Well, I'm just like saying, Kraven could probably beat Killer Croc, and it's like it takes Nightwing and Batman together at their best.
Killer Croc? I think this guy could take down Arkham Batman. Like, this guy's a tank.
No. What I'm trying to say is Killer Croc is the strongest villain Batman's fought, and he needed help beating him.
True.
Whereas, like, Kraven could probably do it by himself.
Insomniac Kraven is compelling in terms of how far he's willing to go for his addiction to hunting. Yeah, and also because he's, like, trying to find a worthy opponent. It's good.
But that's the thing. The biggest problem with Kraven is that if he wants a worthy opponent, he wouldn't, like, the tactics he uses in this game, like, kind of go against that mentality. SK will address it.
Well, anyway, let's listen to what he says.
He's a good man.
This, in my opinion, is the best line that Kraven says.
There are no good men. Only good prey.
I don't know what I love this scene so much. Because he's technically right. Like, all men are sinners. All women are sinners. Technically he's right, but it's like, I just love the idea where, like, MJ...
I think
MJ, by all intents and purposes, is fucked. She has no weapons, she has no way of escape. Kraven could kill her with one hand.
Well,
and
that's
yet,
the thing.
And yet he just doesn't. It's like, I wouldn't say he treats her as an equal, because he kind of just views humans as, like... He looks at humans the way that we would look at cows. Like, we're just animals to him. We're nothing.
Well, I was just
but it's like,
say,
it's so
apex.
fascinating to me that, like, he doesn't just kill MJ. It's like, yeah, he breaks her taser, but, like, he actually, like... I don't know. It's like...
Well,
I just think it's...
He's like an apex predator.
Yeah, it's like... She's so beneath him that, like, he's actually willing to respect her in a sense. It's like...
Well, no.
It's not like, what he... Like, she's not worth killing, so I'm gonna talk to her instead. What have I got to lose? She's gonna... She's dead if she tries anything anyways.
No. Like, I would compare it to, like, when you find a cub. Like, Kraven's treating her like a cub right now. Like, you're not even worth the kill.
Yeah, like, that's a good way of looking at it. It's like... It's almost as if he's trying to educate her. It's like... I don't know what it is. Like, this scene is just so fascinating. It's like... I don't know what it is. Like, we need... I don't know. Like, he could have...
It's just straight up apex predator mentality. It's like the idea that when you're the apex predator, you do not feel guilty when you squash a fly.
Yeah, it's like Black Adam. When you crush an ant beneath your boot, do you feel remorse? No. Is this because you are evil, or because you accept yourself as a higher level being? That is what the wizard could not understand. If I have the powers of a god, does that not make me a god myself? Perfect representation. It's like, he just... I don't know what it... This scene is just... Say what you want about this story, this scene is fucking perfect. I love it.
Well, I'll just say... Kraven was... here's the thing I want to say to everyone. I think Kraven was the original focus of this game, because Brian Intihar and Insomniac have said since the first game, before Miles Morales, they wanted to work on Kraven.
Yeah, Kraven, it's like, if they had made Kraven Venom, that could have been fascinating. Because it would have been quite interesting to see. Okay, Kraven's entire mentality was because of his disease, right? It's like, okay, Venom cures his disease. What would Kraven do after that? Really?
Oh my god, I'm thinking of something freaking good. You know how he's dying from his disease? Imagine if the parallels is this. Peter needs the black suit to beat Kraven, and otherwise he doesn't feel like he can. Then he has to fight Kraven in base when he has the Venom symbiote.
But it would be so fascinating to see, okay, Kraven's entire motivation is because of his disease. It's like, okay, give him the black suit, cure him of his disease. What would he do then?
He's
would he quit? Would he stop? He wouldn't kill everyone because he has no reason to. I think it would have been quite fascinating. Because I think then, because Kraven doesn't really give a shit about Spider-Man. He doesn't. He just views him as the next thing to kill. Imagine if at that point he has the black suit, he kills literally everyone, and then he focuses on the Spider-Man. And he actually respects them and tries learning more about them. I think it would have been fascinating. You have a guy who has spent his entire life killing because of his disease, and his disease is gone. It's like, okay, what now?
Well, it's just funnier because I feel like he would treat the Spider-Man making comparison to himself. I was once like you, someone weak, someone frail, hunting bigger, stronger predators.
Yeah, it's it would have been so... I don't know. It's because every human being experiences that, where it's okay, you work so hard for something and then you have it. It's what then? It's whether it's getting 1 million subscribers on YouTube. It's okay, you do that. What now? What are you gonna do? It's every person has a burnout to an extent. What would Kraven's burnout be? Would he just stop? Would he be like Thanos? Would he just quit? Or would he do something better? Would he do something worse?
I was also just thinking of this. If they wanted to add Carnage later, imagine that the Spider-Man beat him, and because of that, he focuses on them, and then Carnage comes into the picture.
Yeah, what if Kraven, what if Kraven as Venom fights Carnage?
Yeah,
Man.
It's just so great to think about.
Yeah, Kraven as Venom versus Carnage.
Man, that's so good. I don't...
Why are we thinking of really good ideas? Oh, for God's sake. But yeah, this scene's amazing.
I see a man.
And yeah, SK makes a really good point. Kraven steals every scene that he's in.
It's
I sense a beast.
I expected you sooner.
Kraven is probably... I think that there are 2 people that could have beaten Yuri in terms of the best voice actor in this game. Those being Tony Todd and whoever voiced Kraven. Kraven... He just chews every scene he's in.
Where is the energy of youth, huh? Maybe you lack
motivation.
This is starting to sound like the plot of the TASM 2 game. Yeah, the TASM 2 game was goated. We just couldn't see it. TASM 2 was a hero. We just couldn't see it.
Well, no, I disagree. TASM 2 Kraven is kind of a... He's like, the information I will give you will help you bring down Fisk. Simply because you beat me, kill me.
Kill me now.
The idea of Kraven doing this for the love of the game, while he's so close to death, is presented well, as he shows thorough commitment and plenty of hunting skills to justify why they call him Kraven the Hunter. It's easy to point out what is done right with his character and his plotline, though I'm not saying it's flawless. Most of his problems involve some of his planning, some of which breaches his character. Kraven receives an update that Sandman has escaped and is being sent to the raft. Kraven somehow concludes that he wasn't the one for Kraven to face.
The Sandman eluded us.
You're gonna be honest, Sandman would kill Kraven.
He was not the one.
I'm not sure why this changes anything for Kraven. This line comes out of nowhere. A giant sand creature is-
But it's like, that's actually a really good point. It's like, surely if he escapes the hunters, wouldn't that, like, make him worthy? Because, like, at the start of the game, like, there was that one dickhead who like, couldn't detect Kraven when, like, Kraven was stalking him for hours. So it's like, if Sandman could escape the hunters, wouldn't that make him worthy of Kraven's time?
Yeah, like the fact that none of the hunters who are beneath me can do it. I have to do it myself.
It's like, sorry, boss, Iron Man escaped. Oh, well, not to worry, there's a chicken we can go after instead. It's like, what?
Probably
Also,
one of the best options
playing,
Kraven has in terms of facing the most powerful of supervillains, especially since he puts Black Cat on there, Wraith, and Prowler, despite the fact that he's retired and has lost all of his tech as far as Kraven knows. Maybe you can argue that Sandman being in the raft makes it harder for Kraven to hunt him, but he was planning to go after the Vulture, Mr. Negative, Rhino, Doc Ock, Shocker, Electro, Scorpion, and Fisk, all of which are raft inmates. Speaking of
I'm just gonna be completely honest. Why would you even bother going against? Why would you even bother going for like Wraith and Black Cat when you're planning on going for like Tombstone, Sandman, all the Sinister Six members? Like,
well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like,
why would you target literally everyone? Like, at that point, you may as well just target like
here's the
I don't
thing.
know.
The reason. Here's the thing. When I first saw Spider-Man 2, my conclusion would have been like Kraven would have saw how he saw Peter in the comics, in which he said, "This Spider-Man beat all the demons, therefore he's the apex of this jungle."
That's a fair point. It's like Spider-Man beat all of these guys. Like, wouldn't Spider-Man be like the apex?
Wouldn't he be the top of the list?
I think it's a really bad decision to kill off a good portion of these villains off-screen. I understand that the idea was to make Kraven more intimidating, but it fails to serve that purpose if we don't actually see him kill these villains. The only one we did see him kill was Scorpion, but the others are suddenly killed off-screen, which is a really unsatisfactory way to send off those villains, just randomly killing them off-screen without giving them a proper ending. I also don't know why Kraven put so much effort into chasing Black Cat, when he earlier said that Sandman evading was why he wasn't the one. I ask this not only
Good point.
because this contradicts his own reasoning.
Was Silver Sable on Kraven's hit list?
She wasn't in New York.
Well, I mean, either way. Well, I mean, neither was the knobhead in the jungle, but he was still hunting.
Well, here's the thing that bothers me. Why would Kraven choose New York of all places? When I saw that at first, I was under the assumption he was accounting for the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the other.
Well, yeah, it's like, I think the reason why he chose New York is because that's like an epicenter of like superhumans.
Like, correct.
But it's like, if that's the case, why wouldn't he go after like? I'm assuming that because it's like, doesn't Black Panther also exist in this universe?
Yes. Does exist. There's a Wakanda embassy in New York.
Yeah, like why would he not go after Black Panther? It's like he's kind of like Kraven in a sense, and he's literally named after a fecking animal.
Oh, I was just about to say, Kraven and Black Panther are like rivals in the comics, where it's stated that Black Panther actually struggles against Kraven.
Yeah, it's like why would you not go after Black Panther? It's like it's so weird that it's like, but even then, it's like okay. You've got Spider-Man, 2 of them. You've got the Fantastic Four. You've got Iron Man. I'm just gonna I'm not gonna use the other Avengers. I'm just gonna use Iron Man. You've got Doctor Strange. You've got Sable. You've got Black Panther. I think I already said. It's like you've got all these characters. I'm gonna go after Black Cat. It's like if your entire point is to find like the strongest, why would you go after the person who is like sneaky
or the weakest? Because she can't even be. Like, here's the thing: when I first saw this,
the only character I think weaker than Black Cat is Wraith, and it's like she's one of the characters he targets as well. It's like why?
But yeah, Rift, just break it down for you. The reason I think Kraven did this is because he wasn't sure if he would be able to take on the strongest yet. Like, kind of like the idea that he was saving Spider-Man until he was sure he could beat the same foes he beat.
Nah, I call bullshit to that. He literally snaps a dude's neck with one hand.
No. But my point being is that's the only explanation you can come up with on why he doesn't go after the strongest. In the sense that,
But it's like, even then, he has like an entire army at his disposal. He's got like a pet tiger. He's got like his own version of the super soldier serum, basically. It's like, Shocker is the weakest. I refuse to believe that Shocker is weaker than a human being.
No, like, Kraven respected Shocker more than anyone else he's
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but Shocker is more powerful than Yuri Watanabe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, put it like this. Why would Kraven, out of all people, was like, this one was nearly something? That's his exact words.
Yeah, it's like he actually respected Shocker, and he hated, like, Electro, for example. I'm not saying that Shocker's above Electro, but, like, Shocker should be... Like, when I did my video, like, God, probably almost a year ago now, where I ranked all of the Insomniac characters, there's a reason why I put Shocker and most of the Sinister Six in, like, the same tier. Shocker is not, like, that much weaker than them, realistically. But
yeah, it's like the only reason Kraven looked down on Electro is because he's weak, like because he's an idiot, and the fact he doesn't use his powers properly, and the fact that he's kind of a glass cannon, meaning if you get close up to him, you can kill him.
I'm just gonna address a few comments in chat since we're talking about power scaling. Shocker literally had gauntlets, dude's weak as fuck. Yeah, and what can he do with said gauntlets? He can punch Spider-Man through bank vault doors. It's like,
you do realize he has force field too, right? And armor.
Rafe is stomping Black Cat. Black Cat is superhuman, and she's confirmed to be, like, more agile than Spider-Man. I don't think that Rafe is beating Black Cat.
But Kraven should know that Black Cat really doesn't stand a
That's a misconception about Black Cat. People tend to forget that she is superhuman. Like, she's not, like, peak human. Like, she is, like... She's not as strong as Spider-Man, but she has, like, more... She has, like, better gadget... Well, not better gadgets, but she has, like, very good gadgets. And she's, like... stealthy, and she's like as agile as Spider-Man.
Against him, any of the other villains that Kraven killed, such as Shocker, Electro, Vulture, and Scorpion, would pretty much destroy Black Cat in a fight. Oh no, she has claws and knows martial arts. Kraven has far superior weaponry and is insanely powerful compared to these other villains. Sandman is not the
Well, that's the thing. It's like, if anything, if anything, I think SK is actually downplaying how stupid this is, because like at the very least, like Black Cat is superhuman and she's like as agile as Spider-Man, if not more. But it's like, why is Rafe on the list? She's just a police officer that, like, she's basically just discount Punisher. Like,
I mean, I would say Prowler's above Rafe.
Yeah, like, Prowler is superhuman. It's like, Rafe is, like, every character is, like, superhuman to an extent except Rafe. Like, why is she even on his shit list?
It's just a case that no matter what you look at, it's like, it doesn't matter if they're the weakest he's targeting or the strongest. He dismisses the strongest, Sandman, and he goes after the weakest.
One, but Black Cat is.
Which is stupid, because then as soon as Black Suit Peter is on the scene, he targets him and only him. It's like, aside from maybe
Lizard, but Lizard, was kind of like the other eye. The other one.
Well, no, I wouldn't even say Lizard, because, like, Black Suit Peter was there with Lizard at the same time. So it's like, he could just be going for both of them.
Well, no. Like, the second that both of them escaped, he's like, track the Lizard, the spider is mine. That's...
Yeah. It's like, the Lizard was probably, like, a backup if Yuri was, if Peter wasn't the one.
Well, here's the other thing that I don't get about Kraven, is that he respects the idea that you need to fight an equal, yet I don't understand this mentality. I will only lose to an equal until I do a cheap shot on my enemy.
I also think it's a bit weird that Mysterio isn't one of the villains Kraven wants to go after, because a guy that can create illusions of reality, that can pretty much trick anyone, would be a really unique and compelling challenge for Kraven. Later, Kraven organizes this fight between Mr. Negative and Miles. The reason Lee is able to escape is because Spider-Man tossed him out of the arena. This probably makes you question, what was Kraven's plan if Miles won the fight and chose to leave the area? Well, nothing, since Lee could escape from them easily. Imagine if someone as fast as Spider-Man could exit this arena. Is this really how Kraven organizes these fight to the death matches, giving his fighters a way out if they feel like leaving? Kraven tries to bait Peter by using Miles' capture. His goal is for Peter to kill him, but...
Yeah, that is actually a really good point. I do think it's stupid that, it was so easy to, escape that place.
Okay, continue playing it. Continue playing.
Here's the thing. Let's set aside the fact that Miles could easily escape the cell as he regains energy, and use the fact that Kraven is busy fighting Spider-Man to his advantage. If Kraven wanted Peter to kill him, why not kill Miles? If he straight up killed the other Spider-Man, Peter would absolutely kill him. This allows Miles to break out and stop the fight. Kraven ruined his own plan by being really stupid.
Yeah, like if he killed Miles...
I cannot believe I didn't see that before. Yeah, why would he not just kill Miles?
That if he killed Miles, he for sure would have died, and Miles wouldn't have been able to stop him because he's already dead.
But it's like, well, I mean, and the funny thing is for Kraven is that it's not out of character for him to do that. If he was like, perhaps you lack motivation, and he just dangles like Miles's mangled body from the ceiling, it's like, it's not out of character for Kraven to do that.
Yeah, and just Peter going ballistic, that would have been the last straw right there.
But it's like Kraven would have won. It's like,
like he had checkmate, but he chose not to use it.
At the end of Kraven's involvement in the story, he gets a fight with Venom, and he finds.
But it's like even if Kraven was to do like dupe Spider-Man, right? So let's say for the sake of argument, he like drugged Miles and pretended that he was dead. It's like, just so that like the rest of the plot could function. It's like even then, it's like from Peter's perspective, Kraven killed Miles. It's like okay. From Peter's perspective, he would believe that, because Kraven's killed, like, Scorpion and other ones.
I feel like the only reason they did that is they need to give a reason for Peter to hold back.
Well, no, but it's like, the funny thing is that, like, he could... Chat, I actually think about that. So, let's say for the sake of argument, right, they drug Miles, and Peter thinks he's dead. Peter then kills Kraven. Miles wakes up as Peter kills Kraven. And then that shocks Peter. Peter realizes what he's done, and then Peter breaks free from the symbiote on his own. Kraven's dead, so we can spend time with Venom and develop him. But like, Peter breaks free from the symbiote on his own. That would have been a good moment for him. And Kraven doesn't ruin his own plan. What do you think of that as an idea, out of 10? Like, Kraven tricks Peter into thinking Miles is dead. Peter kills Kraven. Miles recovers. Peter is shocked by what he does, and he breaks free from the symbiote.
Like, here's the thing. The only explanation that you can give to the idea that, like, it makes no sense for Kraven to either not kill Miles or to simply just drug him like you said. Like,
yeah, it's like, it's like, because then the rest of the plot can function. Like, Miles is alive, Peter needs Miles' help to contend with Venom. Venom can still happen, obviously, because the symbiote's still there. Like, and you don't deal damage to Venom's character, because obviously Venom no longer can kill Kraven, because Peter did it. It's like... And that could... And if you're so insistent on having Peter retire as Spider-Man, like for a little bit, that would be a good reason. Peter killed someone. He broke his no-kill rule. That would be a good reason to make Peter temporarily retire as Spider-Man. He did the one thing he didn't want to do. Like,
even after he stops, even if he wanted to say it was Venom's fault, it's like Peter would take a step back to reflect on that.
Then the game would be rated M if Peter killed Kraven. Venom bit his fucking head off and it wasn't rated M. What do you mean? Peter could have killed him like Homelander killed Black Noir. You don't need to show any of the details. Like, he could have like snapped his neck like Superman did. Like, Kraven drugging Miles would work, because if Kraven sees Miles as still a cub, he won't kill him until he's grown. Yeah, he doesn't view Miles as a human, he views him as like a piece of meat. He views Miles as bait.
Well, it's just like, even then, it's just like, imagine this. Imagine that the game is after Peter gets the symbiote torn off him. They have to stop Harry or whoever. And it's like Peter, after all that, is like, yeah, I need to step back because I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I'm so freaking annoyed that we're watching this video, because, like, it's so easy to fix this story. And it's almost in the game. Like, all of the pieces are in the game, you just need to rearrange them. And you have a great story.
That's the biggest problem with
Venom kills, Spider-Man doesn't. Yeah. So like, that's what would be so shocking. Peter killing someone would be the catalyst for Peter breaking free from the black suit. Because it would shock him to his core. He doesn't kill people. Why did he just kill Kraven? Could it be because of the suit?
But again,
especially if it makes so much sense. It's like the perfect option.
Well, it's just so like it's like you say, all the pieces are there, the potential is there, the concepts are there.
Yeah, it's like they had the perfect story and they just fucking scrambled it. It's like
they were too scared.
And I really hope that SK likes that idea. Because it's like fucking amazing time to pause it.
Cool payoff for his character, but the story is worse off for it because we've now lost our most compelling villain in favor of the one-dimensional monster that just wants to take over the world.
Also, I just thought of something.
Immediately becomes
Imagine
less
if
interesting.
Peter does. No. I just had an idea. Imagine if Peter does kill Kraven, like he snaps his neck, like you said, and when Peter removes the symbiote, like let's just say for the sake of argument, they think the symbiote's dead when Miles comes to get him, and then they leave.
And then the symbiote resurrects Kraven.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I think that would be a little silly, considering, like, it would be kind of like, how, like, Peter dies and he instantly comes back with the symbiote.
No, but here's the thing. They don't know it's Kraven until later.
I mean, if Peter and Miles don't see it happen, I guess that could work. Yeah, I guess that could work. Yeah,
it's just one of the things where you could just literally just have Venom in the game as you want him without having to compromise anyone. Like, you could even argue the fact that is Kraven still alive in there, and it's like maybe a little, but not to the extent he's on the wheel that like we think.
Yeah, Kyle sums it up perfectly. You had the perfect story and you put it in the game, but you ruined it. You threw it away. Yeah, literally. Genuine question, do you hate Ian Flynn? I don't really give a fuck whether Ian Flynn lives or dies, to be honest. As long as they make good games, like, I'm perfectly happy with it. I'll be chill with the guy.
Even if that idea I presented would be a bad one, it would still be a smile up from the one we got.
Why doesn't Kraven go after Kingpin?
Because Kingpin's is like peak human by statistics, and it's like he's.
Well, I mean, he's willing to go after like police chiefs, like with Yuri. So it's like, yeah, why doesn't he go after Kingpin? I mean, he went after Tombstone, so I think going after Kingpin would make sense.
Also, wouldn't it have made sense to break everyone out of the raft?
I mean, they have like a private army at their disposal. I don't think it's unreasonable.
Kraven also feels underutilized because while his ideology is shown and interesting to think about, we never see either Spider-Man confront him on it or challenge him on it. Their confrontations are mostly just physical fights without any conversation about why Kraven is doing what he does. Maybe this would be an opportunity for Spider-Man to understand him, or to try to challenge his way of living with the little time he has left. In one of the side missions, you actually learn that Kraven left his family for his obsession with hunting, and they ended up destroying each other. Half of his family wanted him to stop hunting and continue being a family, the other half tried to live up to Kraven's hunting ideals. There's so much you can unpack with that in the actual story. It would give Spider-Man something to meaningfully confront Kraven on, but at no point do either of the Spider-Men have a chance to do this because their dynamic with Kraven doesn't go beyond attacking each other. So it's just—
I mean, in a way, like, I don't think they could really reason with Kingpin, because it's like he seems like basically completely set in his beliefs.
You Kraven, but yeah.
I said Kraven, didn't I?
No, you said Kingpin. You can rewind it.
Fuck me in my ass. I didn't mean that. I meant Kraven. I actually think it kind of makes sense that, like, they don't try reason with Kraven, because it's like, I just don't think they would have any luck. It's like...
Well, I feel like the biggest thing about it is Peter and him should have had a conflicting ideologies, where it's like, why do you think this way to each other?
And I'd also point out as well that, like, within the context of the game, they don't really get any opportunities to reason with him. It's like, because the only time they get a chance is in this boss fight, but Peter is not in the mentality at all to reason with him. Like, Peter at this point is willing to just say, "You're a dying old man." Like, no wonder your family left you.
Yeah, like, he's in that position where he'll
Stale
break every bone in Kraven's body, even if it doesn't snap his neck.
That dynamic.
Yeah, Peter is very focused on doing emotional and physical damage right now.
one of the main villains, and he's dead before anything interesting can happen with them. That's the end of Kraven. Through the game's focus on reformed villains, such as Tombstone, Mr. Negative, Sandman, Mysterio, the Lizard, and Venom by the end, the theme of the importance of second chances is—
It's like, I actually I agree with him in a sense, where it's like, I think Kraven was like really good. The problem was he just ended too soon, or like he was like abruptly ended.
Like, there was not enough of them.
It's like Venom appears, Kraven spawns in to fight Venom, and then he dies. It's like, it just happens too fast.
Well, it's just like, imagine this. Like, the fight with Black Suit Peter was like not even an hour before that fight.
Yeah, literally. It's ridiculous. But anyways. I'm starting to lose my voice, so... really good.
prevalent in the story, which seems to be a follow-up on the first game's story, where a big focus was on Peter trying to show the villains born from revenge that killing isn't the way to seek justice, and that everyone deserves a chance to better themselves.
I mean, I think the reason for that is because Peter had a connection to the villains in the first game. It's like, obviously, he doesn't try, like, reform Scorpion or Electro or anything like that. So it's like, I think it makes sense in this story.
After facing punishment.
Well, May's always told me if you help someone, you help everyone.
The problem with how this game builds upon that idea is that we skip crucial moments that would contribute to the changes some of these villains willingly went through. So, we're left with a shallow message about believing in second chances. It's easier said than done to change a villain who is deeply committed to their goals. We never see how Martin Lee goes from someone who is so angry and vengeful that it feeds into his darker half, to someone who lets go of his desire for revenge and mastered control over his darker half, and who now believes in Spider-Man's way. What are we supposed to take away from this?
Looks like serving time.
Yeah, like Matt in chat actually makes a good point. Have Peter be hateful that Kraven just throws his family away whilst Peter is still mourning of May. I personally don't okay, hold on. I think that would work, but I think within the context of Peter shouldn't be mourning May at this point, because it's been like 2 years since her passing.
I'm just gonna say, given how the symbiotes made him behave, he almost killed MJ, or is neglecting his friends and family with the symbiote on, and that's the same with every symbiote story. So I don't think it would work the same way.
Well, no, I think
but it would be nice if he's projecting it.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like if Peter is like projecting, I think that would work, or if he's like. If he's still kind of like unaware of what the symbiote's doing to him, and he's like genuinely pissed that Kraven's throwing his family away. I don't know. I think that's fair. That's actually quite cool.
Is this the only reason we can grasp for why Martin Lee has changed? Because telling us that throwing people in jail is the way to suddenly change them isn't a very compelling message, as that doesn't even touch upon what he did to change while he served his time. We never see how Tombstone changes from a crime leader who runs towards the fights purely for the addiction. He goes from being excited for the rematch to dropping his criminal life entirely. What are we supposed to take away from this? With Sandman and Mysterio, it seems we immediately jump to when they've been reformed. Although they don't have prior portrayals that are contradicted, we still get nothing on how they were reformed, which leads me to ask again, what are we supposed to take away from this? The Lizard and Venom are cases where the characters are being mind-controlled into being villains, so it really isn't much of a question whether they deserve second chances. This isn't a difficult question compared to villains.
Well, that's the thing as well. It's like, yeah, Connors doesn't need a second chance, because he's literally, aside from the shit they do with the symbiote, where it's like they experiment on they like potentially torture and imprison a creature for God knows how long.
I was just gonna say something.
And
if
also,
Peter did kill, that would give the meaning of second chances, because Peter would need a second chance.
But it's like the only second chance I think you could give Dr. Connors is if it was revealed that he worked on Devil's Breath. I think that, and like he never got the chance to be redeemed until now. It's like, I think that would make sense. Same thing with but it's like with Harry. It's like, how the hell would you redeem him? Because like he's just like unapologetically a great person until he becomes Venom. It's like,
yeah, it's like the messaging is mixed all over the place.
It's like the only way that you can redeem Harry is like physically redeeming him by like getting rid of the disease. But it's like they didn't do that. So it's like, ironically enough, the only person that did that was Venom. And Venom's gone now. So it's like,
also, can I say something funny now? There was more time putting in the the evolved suit in the game than there was thinking about the
Avery, I lost one of my two sisters to cancer last year, and I'm still recovering from the loss. It makes sense Peter is still grieving Aunt May's death. So, I'm not denying what you're saying. The problem with it is that, like, in Spider-Man Remastered, you have the City That Never Sleeps DLC. We have 3 DLC packs, and not once during that DLC do you get the impression that Peter is still struggling with Aunt May. It's as if he hasn't got over it. He will probably never get over it, but he has, like, he's willing to get shit done, and, like, he doesn't let it impact his life as a superhero. And the same can honestly be said for the Miles Morales game. What little screen time he has. So the problem with this game is that it doesn't feel realistic because of the stuff that happened in Spider-Man Remastered with, like, the DLC.
It's kind of like saying this. Peter's gotten through it before. Like, even if you wanted to say he wasn't at his best in the Miles Morales game when fighting Rhino or in the DLC, the point still stands. Peter was still being Spider-Man throughout all this shit, when if he was like this, he should take a step back like he does at the end of the game.
But it's like, I'd also point out as well that the difference between, like... It's like, Avery and anyone else in the chat, the difference between you and Spider-Man as well, aside from the powers, and obviously, is the fact that Spider-Man has probably seen so much horrible shit in his time. Like, even in the PS4 game, right? He witnessed a global pandemic, he witnessed a guy commit suicide right in front of his face, he witnessed, like, a terrorist attack, and he witnessed, like, 2 of his mentor figures, like, throw their life away and become, like, villains. It's like, that is a lot to experience in such a short amount of time, and yet Peter still was able to get stuff done in Spider-Man PS4. It's like, he's clearly seen so much stuff that he would be, like, more mentally,
fortitude.
Yeah, he would have better mental fortitude.
Yeah, like, it's called the soldier effect. Like, you know how they say if you go to war, you never exit the same person? It's literally that state where it's like, you have to put yourself in a mentality, otherwise you won't, like, maintain yourself after the fact.
Yeah. Like I'm very sorry for what you're going through, Avery, and I'm not trying to downplay your suffering. But the point I'm making is that, like, a character like Spider-Man or Batman or anyone, like, throw a dart, they've probably seen and experienced way more shit. That I feel like, to an extent, they would just become more tolerant towards it. It's like, same thing, like, Batman is a really good example. It's like, Arkham Knight, for example, it's like he witnessed, what he thought was Batgirl, like, shooting herself in the head, like, right in front of his face. And it's like, he was devastated, but he got back up and he looked for Poison Ivy. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like you would become more. You'd become. It's like that iconic quote: "The weight doesn't become lighter; your back becomes stronger." It's like,
yeah,
he's still dealing with traumatic stuff, but he's just better at dealing with it.
Like, you see in the game, he sees Barbara get shot in the back via a flashback or, like, a idea of what he thought would happen. And even with Jason, like, he's seeing basically his son get tortured and killed in front of him. It's like, yeah, the weight doesn't go away, but he has to, like, push on, otherwise nothing will get done.
Yeah.
Who had more agency in their decisions. So this doesn't add any depth to how this theme is executed. Something that makes the idea of second chances contentious in these games is the practicality of reforming villains, whether or not it's worth reforming these villains at the expense of the people they will hurt beforehand. This at least has a degree of tangibility in this game, compared to No Way Home's cure them and their reform solution. Kraven is someone who is willing to leave his family behind and let them destroy each other, all for his love of the hunt. He is already dying anyway, so he wants to lean into the more sincere part of himself in his final moments. It becomes an interesting question whether this guy deserves a second chance, especially since he's close to—
Well, what's the point in giving him a second chance? It's like he's gonna die anyways. It's like—
Well, that's the point. It's like, why is the game pushing this agenda when it doesn't apply to Kraven?
Yeah, it's like it's applying. It's like, yeah, it doesn't apply to Kraven, and it's like it's really annoying that it. I also think it's really stupid that they apply the redeeming factor to Yuri Watanabe, where it's like Yuri is literally a serial killer.
Well, I was just about to say this. It's like, you can have it not apply to Kraven, but it's just like, you need to address the idea that he's someone who can't be redeemed, but that doesn't mean you can't stop trying.
But it's like that. It's like you can feel sympathy for Kraven, but it's like, I don't think he should be redeemed. It's like, yeah, you can feel sympathy for the fact that he has like 6 months to live or what have you, Because, I mean, we'd all be devastated if we received that news. But it's like, can he be redeemed? I don't think so. It's like,
yeah,
and I think it's silly that they try redeeming Yuri, and it's like Peter like lets her get away. It's like, congrats, dude. You let someone get away who took satisfaction, like torturing criminals and like tying them up to like stuff in the PS4 game. In the I think it's the Silver Sable DLC at the end.
And I recall what she said. She said they made their choice.
Yeah, they made their choice, and you know what? I liked it. That's what she said. It's like, yeah, she's literally a serial killer. It's like she doesn't shoot Cletus Cassidy. She like stabs him. It's like she's torturing him. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't let her escape. It's like, I think it's silly that, yeah, like there are some villains that shouldn't be redeemed. It's like, I don't think Green Goblin should be redeemed in No Way Home. It's like, I don't think...
Again, it's just one of those things where the villains themselves want redemption. If they don't want redemption, no amount of reaching out your hand will redeem them.
Yeah, and the only thing that you can do at that point is force them, even if it doesn't make sense for it.
Well, that's the thing. Forcing them is the opposite of redemption. That's basically like, I can fix you, like I can fix the world. That's a villain mentality.
Yeah, that's like what No Way Home does. It's like, yeah, No Way Home. It's like Nominal Osborn's a piece of shit, but I can just fix you magically.
Anyway, this is the most interesting this theme gets in the story, though it definitely would have added to the execution if either of the Spider-Men had a conversation with Kraven about his family and what he left behind for his hunt, where they sincerely attempt to reform his thought process, and we get to see in real time why this fails with Kraven. Another great example of this is...
I mean, I guess they could have done it, but it's like... You kind of already get that in the game. You know, like with the same scene with MJ, where it's like she tries appealing to him, and it's like, he's a good man. There are no good men, only good prey. It's like, she kind of tries that.
Like, yeah, it's like the other Spider-Men aren't gonna, like, do the same thing.
I don't know. It's like... It's kind of already... Like, maybe Peter could try...
Well, no. I feel like they shouldn't redeemable, but address how shitty of a person he is to kind of like get action out of him, like the idea that you left your family so you can do this, just to get the idea that you're appealing to any good Kraven has but it's kind of like a jab rather than something redeeming.
Well, yeah, and I think Black Suit Peter would have done that.
Cletus Cassidy, who is given justification for Yuri to want to kill him and his cult. It gives some credence to those who challenge Spider-Man's ideals, so it's actually a more difficult question to address. I think it's easy to say someone like the Lizard or Sandman deserve a second chance. It is so much harder to say this for Cletus or Kraven. Although I'm overall satisfied with how the least likely and least willing to change are presented for this issue, the opposite extreme of this is either made up of villains who lacked control of their actions, or have reformed without any reason or practical solution given. There isn't a middle ground where we get to see a villain willingly change on their own terms, and how either Peter or Miles helps them get there. We see this executed effectively with the other Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock, the Spectacular Spider-Man with Sandman, and the Prowler in Spider-Man Miles Morales. Next up, we have MJ.
I mean, yeah, he raises a good point. It's like, the villains are basically redeemed off screen. They're forced to be redeemed, or they aren't. It's like, it's a really weird...
Redemption without limits is not redemption at all.
Well, yeah, at that point, it's basically just forcing them. It's like, you're forcing this character to be redeemed.
You're forcing them to be good, not them choosing to be good. It's kind of like the idea...
Genuinely was not expecting that response from the Ian Flynn question. Not a diss, just expected a no or neutral. I mean, it's true, isn't it? It's like, I think that people on the internet should adapt that mentality. Where it's like, oh, it's like if someone was to ask me, what do I think of Andrew Tate? It's like, I couldn't give a shit whether he lives or dies. It's like, he is not important or relevant to my life at all. It's like, as long as he's not a criminal, it's like... It is what it is. It's like... It's kind of like how Ultimate Joker and Rezikin have such a profound hatred for James Gunn. It's like, you don't know this guy. He is not important to your life in the slightest. Why do you care? Just let it go. Like, sure, he may have done terrible things. Sure, he's like, you don't have to like him. But it's like, you don't have to hate him either. Just, like... It really is not that big of a deal. It's like, I don't think it's a bad thing living your life that way. It's like, just treat life as if you have 6 months to live. It's like, what would your priorities be in that situation? Because you wouldn't be wasting your time with random fuckers over the internet. You wouldn't.
It's like,
it's like,
to look for something that is important to your life, and not, because if you focus on the bad shit, to be honest, you'd just be wasting, like, we're all gonna die someday, and you don't know if it will ever be tomorrow.
But it's like, well, that's the thing as well. It's like, there is like, I don't mean to like sound philosophical, because like, I'm not a good person, but it's like, you have like 2 massive shafts of darkness and 1 tiny shaft of light. Being alive, that shaft of light. There's not enough time in the world to be hyper fixating on random people over the internet. There just isn't. It's like, the reason, I'm just gonna say it, the reason why I react to like drama and shit, number 1, YouTube views. Number 2, because you guys find it funny. And number 2, because it's nice responding to people. But it's like, at no point in time do I like get personal unless they make it personal first. So it's like, with Ultimate Joker, it's like, I respond to his points. Because his points are what I care about. Because his points are about the topic that I'm interested in. I don't know him. I couldn't give a shit about him. It's like, if he's like, it is what it is. It's like, I don't know. It's like,
you basically have your priorities straight. That's basically it.
It's like if someone was to talk to me and be like, oh, this random YouTuber on the internet's a pedophile. It's like, okay, I don't care. Like, he's not relevant to me at all. It's like, okay, get him off the platform and just no one think about him ever again. I don't know. Mary Jane Watson. I'm gonna use the toilet and make another drink, and then we'll do MJ, and then we'll watch Peter and Miles next time.
Yeah.
So, 2 seconds, guys. We'll have a bit of a break. Get yourself like a drink or a snack or something.
Yeah, but just for everyone still here, just know that when it comes to discussing these videos with like reacting to it, it's either to like, you know, see if there's stuff that we missed, or to basically see if there's any like problem in the reasoning. And if it's making us brainstorm like this, that's saying it's doing a good job at either one of them. So it's just like, it's very, like, I wouldn't say it's therapeutic either. It's just more of the idea you have people coming around looking at the same thing and then just like coming to different conclusions. It's just bad. It's just like, it's not purely just looking at saying, oh, this is good, oh, this is bad. This is about gathering as not just like a community, but as people who like the same stuff. And when it comes to all these other people like Ultimate Joker and Rezikin, they just do it because they want to feel important, not because they actually care. As for how I am, I'm fine, just busy, but I'm here hanging out with everyone I can. Being there, so to speak. In any case, anyone want to discuss something else before when Riff gets back? Because when it comes to the MJ section, it's not bad, but it's kind of like MJ's a topic Insomniac kind of like wants to delve into, regardless if we like it or not. It's kind of like they want to do it, even if it's not something that anyone's asking for. So it's just like, if anyone has something other than MJ you want to talk about, or you want to talk about MJ, just comment something. I keep getting ads. Yeah, I feel you. Overall, it's just, I can't wait till we get the power scaling part of this video, but we probably can't do that until next time. So it's a shame for right now. So let's see. Do you guys have a YouTube channel? I don't have a YouTube channel, so no. And if you're talking about Phoenix, yes, he does. GTA trilogy, Pokemon, what did I miss? Hey, the fact. Joker and Supergirl's sister. Hilarious. He's never gonna live it down. Okay. Superman's cousin. Mass Effect 1's pretty good. Have fun. But yeah, it's just one of the things where the more, like, I know the more we're going to get into this video, it's going to get more complicated. Colin, I feel like if he saw this video, I don't know what he would think of me, Rift, SK, or anything about that. All I know is that he has strong opinions about Insom Spider-Man. I like Insom Spider-Man despite the downfalls. I even like defend him and say that despite like the second game, he's still one of the better adaptations. But it's just like Colin seems to dick ride, where it's just like where it's like Colin will dick ride the Insom verse to the point where it's not actually like, you know, constructive. It's just, you know, kissing, like ass kissing.
If you can take one thing from this stream, take this, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys a bit of life advice. Right. I think that people take shit way too seriously nowadays. So a good thing that I learnt was just spell it out. If something bad's happened to you, spell it out. Just write it down. Be like, okay. Say for example, I make a video calling out, I don't know, Nintendo, or I make a video on a versus battle. What happened? Like, I get a negative comment, or what have you. What happened? I said something, and someone didn't like what I said. All of a sudden, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, does it? Especially if, like, 99% of people liked what I said. All of a sudden, it doesn't seem like a big problem. I don't think it's a bad idea living a lot of your life like that. Like, looking at problems in life with that perspective. It's really not that big of a deal. I don't know. Maybe that's just because of a terrible thing that happened in my life and it massively changed my perspective on things, but just don't take things too seriously.
Before we start talking about MJ in this game, we gotta remember where we left off in the first game.
My new place isn't gonna be ready for about a week, so I'm gonna be crashing with Miles for the next few nights.
Oh, you know...
I mean, technically this isn't the end of the PS4 game, but whatever.
You can always stay at my place. Only if you want to.
No, I mean, yes, I mean...
Why do you twist your hair all the time? Anxiety and social nervousness. When I'm nervous or anxious, I twist my hair. It's a coping mechanism. Nothing to be ashamed of, I'll be honest. That is what happens.
No, I don't. I not want to, but meaning I do want to, but only if you do.
I never stopped wanting to.
Me neither.
This payoff is built around Peter and MJ learning to compromise with one another, and how that strengthens their relationship. Now in this game, Peter asks MJ about moving in with him.
Hey, so, have you thought any more about moving in?
We talked about this. I need to be in the city, close to where the action is.
Out of the blue, there's now an ongoing discussion about MJ moving in with Peter, where she always says no. I thought they figured this out in the first game, where Peter moved in with MJ. Why did this suddenly change? Because she needs to be in the city during work hours? Newsflash, people drive to work every day, or take the train to work every day. She also doesn't need to be near the action all the time if she's an associate editor.
Mary Jane Watson, associate editor.
The payoff to her work in the first game is her promotion to a higher role. An associate editor is more of a managing role, where she's focused on planning, assigning work, reviewing work, and overseeing the process, so being in the city to spot the action isn't her
actually
sole
don't mind being here.
responsibility.
Yeah, it's okay. It's good having you here, Omni Spliffer. It's good to have you. I wasn't clowning, I was just curious. Yeah. I hope that answer was good enough. Yeah. Whenever I'm anxious or you know, stuff like that, I twist my hair. Which is probably why my hair's so fucked, but it is what it is. I would like to think that you subscribe to the channel not for the quality of my hair.
Not to mention that she has a workaround for this. Peter or Miles can call her before the action takes place, which gives her a heads up that nobody else would have. Understanding these advantages and workarounds is part of what helps them compromise and succeed in teaming up, like when she broke into Osborn's penthouse, knowing that Peter would help her if she got into trouble. If there is a story, Peter or Miles can get exclusive information for her to grab the story before anyone else. If MJ did more to take advantage of her connection to both Spider-Men, not only would this allow her early exposure to the action, but it would also draw more attention.
Go bald. Yeah, the Colin hairstyle. I'm good, thanks.
to her stories. Considering Peter thought of this advantage as a high schooler, I'm not sure why Peter and MJ can't put their brains together and use Spider-Man as MJ's exclusive source. This would also fit perfectly for Jameson's ultimatum.
Jonah already cleaning house?
Sort of. Whoever doesn't write a front page story in the next week is fired.
MJ has exclusive access to Spider-Man's work, giving her an opportunity for Spider-Man coverage. I don't see why Jameson, the guy who built his platform on Spider-Man coverage, would be against Spider-Man coverage. It certainly kept Peter a job for years, so all of this really isn't a good basis for MJ's character arc, because it's built on the idea that MJ has been lost for a while and hasn't stayed true to who she is.
I think I've been lost for a while now. Not just to the symbiote. For months I've been trying to be something I'm not.
There's no good reason for MJ to lose sense of who she is for this long. In order for her to struggle as much as she does with her job and her role in helping the city, she has to forget what it means to compromise with Peter and utilize each other's strengths to their advantage.
Who wins, Insomniac Miles or Andrew Spider-Man? Yeah, probably Miles.
Well, it's just like the conversation between Toby Peter and Insom Peter is debatable now. And
Yeah,
it's like
I feel like Miles would take that. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's a stomp, for what it's worth. Like, Andrew is probably still faster, but...
Yeah, I just attribute it to this. You're basically someone weaker than Toby, and someone arguably as strong or stronger than Peter, depending if it's base or anti.
Yeah, it's like, I think that, I'd probably say Miles takes that, but Andrew is... It's an interesting match.
Oh, here's the thing. It's quite funny because TASM 2 Andrew is 2 years in being Spider-Man. Miles in Spider-Man 2 is 2 years in, but it's like we don't know what Andrew is by No Way Home.
Hot take, Godzilla King of the Monsters is the best Monsterverse movie. Ooh. I mean, it's between King of the Monsters or Kong Skull Island for me. Yeah, that's a pretty cold take in my opinion.
If Insom was canon to the MCU somehow, I honestly think it would be way better off
It has
than
to undercut
what
and
we
neglect
actually
payoffs in the first game in order to have this character conflict. The basis of her character arc is already non-functional, but it gets worse with the more information we learn and the more decisions she makes. We're led to believe that MJ has tried to make money by covering Symkaria in her own book, but it only sold 14 copies.
What you got in there?
Unsold Symkaria books. Running out of storage at my place.
But you got great reviews.
I sold 14 copies. Nobody wanted to read about Symkaria.
This is a hard sell for me. First of all, the world doesn't shut up about politics. I know it. We all know it. You're telling me that only 14 people cared to read Mary Jane Watson, a renowned reporter who broke the Devil's Breath story, talk about the ongoing events in Symkaria? This was a front page article, which lessens the believability this has.
Hey bro, I read MJ's front pager about Symkaria.
Plus, isn't there a civil war going on?
Spider-Man
Yeah. So she managed. So in the Miles Morales game, she manages to make front page news on Symkaria. Yet fast forward 1 year, and suddenly everyone doesn't give a shit. That's definitely how humanity happens. Yeah. 9/11 happened. Everyone hated it. Fast forward a year, everyone forgot. That's just how life works, guys. Fuck me. I completely forgot that was in the Miles Morales game. That's stupid.
Well, it's even dumber considering she said she was going to a war zone and Peter was there and had to see Sable.
Riff, what's stupider, this game or Jack Kentner? Fuck. I'm kind of like, Jack Kentner is probably the drama that I am like least involved in. Like Arachnid Youth, and it goes like Ultimate Joker, Arachnid Youth, and then Jack Kentner. It's like,
yeah, I would say Spider-Man 2 is like, it's kind of like brilliance but mixed in with incompetency.
Brilliant but lazy. It's like,
yeah,
it's like the thing with Arachnid Youth is that like for a while, like I was on the outside looking in, but then in his recent video he actually references me, which is probably it's probably a result of him being in Ultimate Joker's Discord server. Like they've probably spoken. It is what it is. So it's like, I feel like that drama is like, I feel like I'm kind of a part of it now. I feel like people have recognized me, which is quite nice. There is a part of me that's quite happy when people chat shit about me on the internet, because it's kind of like, yay, I've made it. the YouTubers who I watch, they now know who I am. It's like, it's cool. That's not an invitation, by the way.
Has a social media account with over 15 million followers. This was back in 2018, and he would have gained more in 2 years.
That's actually a really good point. Yeah, where the fuck is it? He has like, yeah, 15 million fans.
Did he not promote MJ's book and recommend it to his fans? Does nobody care to do the reading? This deals more damage.
I mean, I think it would be a bit suspicious if Spider-Man was to promote this book, but I mean, if it's an anonymous source, it's like, yeah, I'm fairly certain Spidey would do it.
To the basis of her character arc, and her subsequent decisions don't make.
It's just like, you don't need MJ doesn't need Spider-Man to be her direct associate, but it's like, if Peter supplies her enough information, it's like she doesn't need to be near the city.
But it's like, I also think Peter, like, assuming that she's like reporting to make like a positive difference for some. Well, hold on. I think if her article was promoting like positive shit in Symkaria, I feel like Peter would want to promote it as like his way of saying thank you to Silver Sable for helping him with Hammerhead. I don't think. Good. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you helped me out, and I never got the. Yeah, like you helped me out against Hammerhead. I'm gonna promote this article that portrays your country in a positive light, and by extension, promotes you in a positive light. I think Peter would 100% do that.
Well, can I also just say this? I also asking myself, what does MJ do in the game that requires her to be in the city to get what she needs?
Yeah. Spider-Man could just promote educational material in general. Yeah, or he could promote, science. He could promote anything, really.
Well, you remember when him and her were talking on the phone, and they were saying, I got a name for you, Kraven, and then just, gave her a bunch of information. She wrote the article on it.
Eska, sorry to interrupt. Eska, since you're in the chat, did you hear the way that me and Asafe proposed to improve the final battle and improve Kraven's motivation? Were you here when you heard that? So I'm kind of curious to hear what you think, but
it's much better. Later on, she.
But yeah, you raise a good point, Asif. It's like he gives her a name and she just gets on it. She doesn't need to be in the city.
To write an article that tanks on Spider-Man's reputation, accusing him of reckless property damage, violent outbursts, and causing more harm than.
I'm gonna be complete. I didn't hear it. I was out. Okay. Would you like to hear it? Also, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think the worst part about this scene is that Peter's phone is on 10% battery. You never let that shit happen. It's like.
Good. This is while she knows that Peter is being changed.
I can rewind later. Well, I mean, I'll just give you a summary. So with the final battle, the fight is kind of like the trailer, where it's they're fighting in the streets.
The trailer.
Yeah, phase 1 is Peter versus Sandman. No symbiote, no anti-venom. Okay.
Venom. No. You said Sandman, it's Venom.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, it's because I said first, so I thought first boss in my head. First phase is Peter versus Venom, no anti-venom. Peter is still trying to reason with Venom, and he's holding back, okay? The second phase begins with Peter getting pinned down, and Miles saving him like he does in the trailer. And then second phase is Peter and Miles both holding back against Venom. Phase 3 begins with Venom, I don't know, pinning Peter under some rubble or what have you, and then finally losing his temper, and he one-shots Miles. Miles is out of the picture. And then Phase 3 is bloodlusted base Spider-Man versus Venom. What do you think about that? And it's kind of the same setting as the trailer, where it's in the streets.
By the suit, and it was willing
during a thunderstorm, for example.
Bring harm to
when
her.
It's raining and lightning.
That suit is changing you.
If the suit is changing Peter to not act like himself, why did she think smearing his reputation wouldn't escalate anything? If anything, that made him less willing to listen.
I think that'd be better, but I'd be curious to know more context.
Yeah. So if you want more context, just rewind. We discussed it in full detail. Otherwise, we're gonna be repeating what we said.
We discussed it in great detail, but basically the end of the fight would kind of be Tom versus Goblin in No Way Home, where it's Peter, he doesn't physically overpower Venom, but it's Venom is legitimately shocked that Peter is going all out. Because obviously when he bonded with Peter, he knows Peter doesn't go all out. So it's like Venom is like kind of shocked that Peter is like just beating the living shit out of him, or trying to at least. And it's like,
yeah, think of it like the Arc versus Conquest, in the sense that Mark just stopped holding back and it completely catches him off guard.
Yeah. And then for Kraven's mentality. So you mentioned earlier like how it makes no sense for Kraven to not kill Miles. I agree that he should have killed Miles, but what he could have done so that the rest of the plot can function, he could like trick Peter into thinking that Miles is dead. Like he could like tranquilize Miles, or like feed him, I don't know. He could tranquilize him anyways. He could make Peter think that Miles is dead. Peter could kill Kraven. Miles could recover at that point, and Peter would see him alive. That would genuinely shock Peter, because he realizes that A, he's been tricked, and B, he took a life. And Peter, on his own, would use that realization to break free from the symbiote on his own.
And regardless if Venom is like Harry, Kraven, or whoever, it's like the whole point is it would give Peter a reason to take a break by the end of the game.
Yeah, and that would be Peter's reason for retiring temporarily at the end of Spider-Man 2, because he took a life. What do you think about that, SK? I'm kind of curious.
To her, not to mention,
I'll explain it. And again, if you want further, that's just like outline. That's just like the overview. We go deeper into it like earlier in the video.
And just to repeat one
in
last
the
thing
Kraven segment.
Yeah, just before you continue, it's like we said before. The game had all these elements and concepts together, but it seems like a mess. Like everything is there to set it up in the game.
It's so annoying as well, because it's like even Peter like going all out against Venom, it's like that's kind of in the game, because it's like they hint with Peter and Miles that like Peter has like hints of anger. So it's like, yeah, seeing him like fully go all out against Venom, like, I think would make sense.
Yeah, it's just more of the sense that anti-Venom, the symbiote invasion, everything seems too close. And it's just more of the sense that the story already had enough like concepts and just everything to build up to that moment, but it completely went left field. Like you had a good meal, but you completely scrambled it.
Public reason to blame Peter for something beyond his control, since the symbiote is controlling him rather than Peter making these decisions of his own free will. Not only would this unfairly harm Peter's reputation, but this would also cause Peter to blame himself for something beyond his control, which MJ would never do because she knows that's not okay.
This is all my fault.
No, not the song again. You are not alone anymore, Pete.
Despite this, she proceeds to blame him for something that's out of his control. This is antithetical to her character. What makes this worse is that she knew it was possible that Peter wasn't even conscious of what was happening last night, and that the symbiote could have used him as a puppet.
What do you remember about last night?
I just remember feeling tired.
So, without knowing if Peter was even in control of his actions, she posted an article that would lead people to believe he was.
What the hell?
Not to mention that she never tells Peter that he almost killed her because the suit took over. In fact, that's
fucking perfect transition. The only justification I can think of is like if she did it to try snap Peter out of it. But it's like I agree. It's like it would be like even if it did snap Peter out of it, it would be like one step forward, two steps back. Because it's like, okay, what if the public hates Spider-Man? What if like shit escalates? I agree.
Well, it's just like you poke the bear and then you expect the bear to stay calm.
Well, yeah, as well. It's like, and also it's like if she thinks that Peter was like acting out of character, it's like, what would her plan be if Peter just walked in this room and took her head off? It's like, what would her plan have been at that point?
It's the Rio Morales situation.
Yeah, it's like even under the best case scenario, it's like there's still problems.
Things she addresses to Peter if she wants him to snap out of it, instead of writing up an article that can smear his name. She should also know this has serious consequences. In the first game, Norman blamed Spider-Man for Devil's Breath, so they'd have an excuse.
Personally, I feel like a text saying, "Hey Peter, we need to talk," would have fixed that scene. I mean, it would have been better, but like, yeah, or maybe like a phone call, perhaps. That would have been better, because like a text is kind of ignorable. It's like if she like phone calls Peter. It's like, I know he ignored Dr. Connors when he said that, like, oh, the suit's changing you. But hearing it from MJ, perhaps, could have made a difference.
Well, it's like the moment they saw face to face, I feel like MJ should have done way more convincing than what she did.
Yeah, like she should have been screaming at him that he nearly killed her. Like she did such a terrible job at like convincing him that
like even if
different.
she was scared of him, even if she was scared of him in that moment, I would still have her put down the foot there than like through the internet.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to let it continue either, because it's like, what if he gets worse? What if he actually starts killing people?
Well, here's the thing. Who do you think you would listen to more? Someone face to face giving you a mouthful, or someone over the phone giving you a mouthful?
Well, I mean, regardless, it's like if it's MJ doing it, I think Peter would be more inclined to listen.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying is it's better to do it face-to-face than a phone call that could be ignored.
I mean, true.
In Miles' game, he was falsely blamed for the Newform explosion on the bridge, so Roxxon had an excuse to target Miles. Framing Spider-Man as reckless and violent can give anyone an excuse to initiate a manhunt against Spider-Man. This is extremely reckless of MJ, and she should know this given her experiences with Peter and her knowledge of the city's history.
I saw your story.
What she wrote isn't bad, Colin. Well, the thing is that I myself have tried defending what she did, because it's like she could have said it within the context of trying to snap Peter out of it, but it's like even then it has problems. It's like even if that was the intention, it's like it still causes problems. It's like, okay, what if like Peter became public enemy number 1, which happened in the PS4 game? It's like here's the thing. That literally did happen in the PS4 game with Devil's Breath. It's like what would MJ's plan what would MJ have done if Peter just walked into the room, suited up as the symbiote, and then just killed her right here and then? It's like, who's gonna protect her? Fucking Harry? Like,
well, it's just like I feel like the article could have said after he received a suit, he's been acting this way. It's like that should have been enough of enough to
it's like
deny
the new costume or the new suit or something.
Like she could even point it out. It looks alien. Like she doesn't have to outright say it. She just can imply it.
I did.
Like anyone else
You
would.
did not in fact write the truth if you withheld pivotal information that changes...
We see, this is the thing that's so annoying. It's like she did write the truth, she just didn't write all of the truth.
Or no, she didn't write it in a way that actually seemed like she was, like, in a way was...
Well, she wrote it in a way that incriminates Peter when it wasn't his fault. Like, that's the problem. It's like, what she wrote was true, but it just looks bad.
Well, it's like she basically says, is it on Peter? Like, that's how the article responded to. Instead, she could, implied it something influencing him.
Small, thank you for the $2. MJ shouldn't have escaped Symbiote Peter. Yes. That scene would have worked if Miles had saved her.
Or, like, even if you wanted to attribute the idea Peter was holding it back somehow, it's like, that's basically doing, like, it's still chasing her.
And the thing that's so freaking frustrating about that scene is that once again, that could have happened because Miles and MJ were right there. Like, Miles could have saved her and then got drugged by Kraven's men. It could have happened. They were right there.
Or the idea of this, Peter knocked out, and that's how Kraven gets him.
The story, and if Peter were to buy what you're saying, he'd blame himself for something beyond his control once again. And all of this for what? Just to keep your job? You're saying the well-being of my partner is more important than my job? This is such an awful justification for the article. Imagine prioritizing a job over something that can endanger your significant other's life and mental well-being.
That's what I hate about her saying that. So the worst part is...
I can't lose this job, Pete. It's like...
That's what I'm saying.
But
she should not have said that. That should be the least of our priorities. She would be like, I would rather lose my job than have you be the way you are right now.
Here's the thing. It's like it's like I actually don't hate the idea of her saying I'm gonna lose my job. The problem is she doesn't convince him. It's like she could have said 2 things that would have made the scene better. One is if she like pointed out and screamed at him saying like, yeah, you almost killed me and you don't remember it happened. Something is very wrong. Or if she said, I'm about to lose my job, you're about to lose Aunt May's home as a result. And it's like, and you can't even like, and you don't even, it's like, I'm about to lose my job, you're about to lose Aunt May's home, and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize what's going on. You think nothing's going on. It's like something is going on, and you're oblivious to it. Something is not right. It's the suit.
I would also just say this, like, she was like, that alien is what's controlling you. It's like, if Harry heard that, it's like, it's an alien. It's like, yes, you think that having this thing is like having like a tuxedo on, when in reality it's wearing you.
And again, the thing, it's so easy to fix this scene, because it's like, yeah, if she'd have just said, yeah, I can't lose this job because you'll lose Aunt May's home, it's like, yeah, that would have been fine. She's telling the truth. Like, and she's still supporting him. It would make sense, but anyway.
Scrambled eggs, that's all it is.
MJ is destroyed already, and the resolution to her arc is overly confusing and drawn out. MJ becomes Scream and serves to exposit MJ's deep frustrations or intrusive thoughts.
MJ, just talk to me!
I'm done talking! Done begging for validation! From you! From anyone!
This part seems somewhat real, since MJ is seeking validation from Jameson in order to keep her job.
This is editor material.
Editor.
Congratulations. Your first assignment, write more juicy stuff by tomorrow morning. Drama, controversy, just like this.
But the need for validation from Peter shouldn't be a problem for her if she overcame this in the first game.
I'm sorry I screwed things up. It's just hard being the one who always gets saved, you know? Sometimes I want to do the saving.
I'm sorry I made you feel like you couldn't.
This was long resolved between them, so the need for validation from Peter shouldn't be a deep frustration for MJ. This would require her to distrust Peter's belief in her in some way, which doesn't work given the events of the first game. So MJ is left having to resolve that need for validation again, and the endpoint is her telling Jameson to go shock himself and that she quits. That's it? That's the big payoff? We needed an entire game for MJ to learn not to do work she would know is unethical just to hold on to a job and personal validation. And to show that she has learned, she starts running an internet show to start making money. This is something the amazing Lucas thought to do. But we need an entire character arc for MJ to realize there's ways she can make money without smearing her boyfriend's name? Sure, that makes total sense. Moving on to our two main...
Yeah, it's silly.
That's about it.
It's silly.
That's about it. Call it for tonight, Rift,
Yeah,
just because it's already been long enough.
Yeah, I agree, it's silly. Like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, MJ was... again, it's like, it's amazing Lucas is over MJ. It's like, it was so easy to fix that scene. They just needed to make it, like, 10 seconds longer and just have MJ just, like, literally just tell Peter the truth. Just be like, yeah, like, you nearly killed me. I'm gonna lose my job, and if that happens, you'll lose Aunt May's house.
Well, it's worse
like,
because nothing been done is considered bad if they added that. It's like nothing technically needs to be removed. You just need to add more.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that it's almost in the game. Like,
it's just like the moment you take the final step, they don't make the step.
Yeah, and it's like, SK, I'm fairly certain even you would agree that that would fix the scene. It's like, if she just said, like, yeah, you nearly killed me and you don't remember it. And, like,
it's not even just that. Like, everything in this game feels like if they taken one step forward more, it would have fixed everything.
But it's like, it comes across... It's like, it's hard to not see MJ as, like, a selfish character when this happens. It's like, if she literally said, like, yeah, you killed me, you nearly killed me, and you don't even know it happened, something's wrong, I'm about to lose my job, and if that happens, you'll lose Aunt May's house, and you seem to not give a shit because of that suit. Like, the answer is right there in front of you. Like,
it's like we have to make assumption to assume that's what she means, but she doesn't say it.
Like, it's so and it's annoying as well because you have like dumbasses like Synthetic Man being like, oh yeah, fuck you MJ, Peter's the hero here. It's like, no, he is the villain in this scene and she's trying to be the hero, but she does such a bad job of it. It's like, it's ridiculous.
It's so bad because it's like Insomniac just it's one of those things where it's like they assume we know this, but they don't spell it out, even though it should be.
The Peter and Miles section is only over 40 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna have an entire stream dedicated to Peter and Miles.
Well, yeah, the reason we're gonna save that is one, for power scaling maybe, and two, to discuss the inconsistencies between the two main.
Yeah, we'll probably do like part 2 for Peter and Miles, and then part 3 for the power scaling. We might be.
Power scaling's not that long either. Like the power scaling's actually less than the Peter and Miles section.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes. We can probably do that Saturday and Sunday if you want.
That's fine with me. In fact, if you do make the Toby versus Insom video, I'll help you with that.
Oh, I won't have that finished until like next week at least, because there's so much shit to go over.
I'm saying I'll help you in the process.
I think that's definitely going to be a next week versus battle though, because like people are very much requesting that. I think I'm going to do if I get time, I'll do Iron Man versus Homelander, and then that's me done for this week.
Question: Mark 1 versus Homelander.
What's that?
Mark 1 versus Homelander.
Okay, the Mark 1 Homelander can beat, yes.
Yeah, I'm just like, what about Mark 2? I would rather just go up, down, and then up.
Just going up the Iron Man suits. Yeah,
yes.
He probably beats Mark 2.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be generous to Homelander.
It's like, he probably stops at Mark 6. Like, Mark 5 he can beat, because that suit's fodder. Mark 4 and 3 he can probably beat. Mark 2 and 1 are fodder. It's like, yeah, like 6 and 7 is where he stops, I think. Off the top of my head.
Well, in any case, I think we should end the stream here.
Yeah. With that being said, though, guys, this is where we're going to be ending the stream for today. But number one, because we reached the part, we reached the segment which is just before Peter and Miles, and number two, because I am losing my fucking voice. So my voice is gonna be crackling if I don't stop. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys for being here. Usually when I watch other people's videos, those live streams usually do the best. So thank you for telling me that you don't care about video games. You just care about me and my friends watching my other friends make YouTube videos for your entertainment. So thank you all for being here. I will see you guys Friday. If I can get I won't see you guys Friday. When was? Yeah, it'll be Saturday when I see you guys next. That seems like quite a long that seems like quite a long way away. But yeah, I thank you all for being here, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.